see PRX,
Chat, what's up? Hello, hello. Good morning.
And she's also been able to level up her fragging as well as getting
boy.
very solid.
What level do we
reads
put the
on
sound
enemy
at? Is
teams.
the real question. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Her mid-round performances have been very stellar. You get to see a couple of clutches
How are we all doing
from
today?
this
Everyone
player
good?
as well. When we look at Sunset, most especially on that Omen, she really just extends the value of herself, of her life, into a lot of these rounds that make it even more winnable for the team. But
good
yeah,
news is
our
we get a
player
third map
spotlight
today.
is going to be something, and we've seen him on multiple. We've seen him on the Fade.
my favorite
this
cuisine?
tournament.
I'm not
The
even
Reina,
sure.
if we do get to see an Ascent, we might
like
see an
I like a
Ascent.
good
I have a
steak.
feeling, but yeah, he's been just stellar overall.
But at the same time,
That he has been. I mean, just on point. The one
I
tap.
don't know,
coming through,
dude.
The
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
instantaneous, just snappy reactions from something here throughout this tournament.
Actually, not sure.
It's
I feel like
been
I changed too
pretty
much.
damn crisp, to say the least. So we'll take a look at, of course, just
I have
some
like
highlights
my staple
overall
diet,
from
and then
something in
I
his career.
change to whatever I'm feeling in
Preferred
the day.
agent, I like Jet for her movement abilities. Man likes to go around the map, likes to fly quick.
Whatever
Never really leaked
cuisine
into range,
involves
even though she
microwave
also has some
rice.
decent
I mean,
movement.
maybe
But,
Mexican
you
food
know,
is the
when
most
he
similar
plays
to what
Jet
I
like
eat.
this, why the hell would you move off of it?
Right, exactly. Just very snappy, just as you said, very matchy with the play style that something likes to bring to the table for PRX. But I love this player head-to-head
Hello,
at the
everyone. Hello,
moment.
hello.
You know, we've got Crystal.
see the EG
that has
roster?
been,
Yeah.
we mentioned since day number one, felt
Big
like a
shocks
raid
and
boss
surprises
on
there.
the side of Global Zipto, and constantly on the Sova, and every
What's my
single
prediction
time
here?
always has high impact.
I honestly think PRX
like,
win.
First set of rounds, first half rather.
But I think we probably
get to
go
see
like
him,
4 or
what,
5
have
maps.
Hunter's Fury like 3 times.
Because when they
That's
first
how many
played,
frags. That's how many frags he's been doing on the
PRX
first
didn't
half
weren't
of
playing
the
like
certain map.
the
Yeah,
right
it's not like
roles,
he
I guess.
was
And now they're
slowing
kind of
down much in
playing
the second half
the right
either.
roles.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just been.
I don't
an
know, though.
absolute
I wouldn't-
force, and I think that anybody who's been watching this,
Global
will
probably
have
should win,
been
I guess,
somewhat
if we're just
familiar
going
with
off
Crystal's
past.
game, given his, his run at at Ascension, making it to the Grandfinal 2 years ago, trying to.
Yay on
best
Sentinel,
believe when he
yeah.
was there on Scars.
Do we get
But,
a chamber?
if you weren't that familiar with him, then
I have
this
like a
is
bit of prediction for
fantastic
EG next year,
introduction,
where it's
because
like
these
they start
are
off
not
okay.
just
I think they're gonna be a
performances that
relatively
these
okay
people pull
team,
off in,
but I kind of
a
think they're
tournament
gonna
that's mostly for
do
fun or
one
for
map,
vibe,
and I
I'm
reckon
not
it's gonna be
taking that
Lotus.
seriously. These are gonna performances that he's
And
been
then
able to
EA's
put
gonna
up,
play
at the
chamber,
highest
and then
level
that's
in the
just
tiers that he has
it
played.
just
He
snowballs
is
from
just
them.
this good of
Like
a
they
player.
win like 4
And now
Lotuses
that
in a
he's
row,
not
and then
necessarily
they're like,
in
guys,
the
come on.
key IGL, the
Surely
one who's very much
we try
guiding
this
the
on some
team,
other
it seems
maps.
like this unlocks his potential even
And then you get
more
like
so than
3
before.
maps
So
with
it's
chamber.
it's a very scary prospect, and I think that
And then
more
they
and more
start-
people, myself included,
I mean, they'll make
are
playoffs if they do
believing
that.
in Global, because this
They could
three-man
even
core
steal a
for the
4th spot
2025 roster
for
is
champs.
already looking so damn good. When you just kind of tack on those 2 last remaining pieces, I think it does make for a
From the
very
interview
scary
yesterday,
team
what
that
are you feeding Crystal is
absolutely
incredible.
shocked us
Chicken
in
and rice.
practice.
He loves chicken and
I
rice.
agree. That
Dude,
big
it's
flexibility.
the
You've
formula,
got,
I'm
you know,
telling
a
you.
strong IGL solid Sova player
GE
like
win this and it
Crystal,
won't
and
even
then
be
you
close.
match it up with Kelly S and Poppy. That
It
has
could be
been
like that. The G
especially
players are playing well.
Poppy on Astra.
Where's my
and
YouTube
as
chat?
well as
I
Omen
had it and
can
now
be
I've lost it. There
incredibly
we go.
scary. We get to see
Best of
them
5, yes,
what,
best of 5.
exchanging aces throughout the entire competition as well. We get to see Kelly S on on that Vice yesterday with on that Pearl. So again, very stellar roster, and I'm just
Warlord, I don't think
so
so,
excited
dude.
for this grand finals.
That I am as well. But first, of course, we're going to have to take a look and wait and see what the map draft is going to look like, where we end up going to. But obviously, with the best of 5, it's going to be fairly limited, 1 ban a piece. So I'm curious which maps these teams are actually going to try to tackle
It's
here.
the best
I mean, I think
one.
for the most
Okay.
part, after
I'll have to try it.
that opening game of Split, that's
Wait,
gonna feel
where's this
bad
from,
for
the
PRX,
Warlord?
But they were able to get a 9-3, so I also
chicken
don't
broth?
think it's necessarily going
Actually
to be
does sound
something
pretty
that they
banging.
look to ban away off the rip. I think that they're probably going to be willing to float that map, but I have no idea what they want to really try to focus. I think for Global, Zipto, maybe
What
Sunset.
map
because PRX
changed the
would
map
love
to
go
make it
there,
so
and
much
Forsaken
better?
just looks nutty on the neon.
Yeah, I feel like the pace for PRX whenever they play Sunset, it might be just bit too fast.
The
for
original
Global Zipto to
split.
handle. So a very understandable ban.
The original
if it
split, they
does
changed
happen.
middle,
I
and it
guess
made
the
it a lot
question
better.
for
They
me
opened
for
up middle.
PRX is that they didn't have the
I had
best
to-
of
I had to
times on
roll my
Ascent
brain
during
back
day one.
3-4
As
years.
you said, it was
Sure.
a
That's the
13-2
answer.
victory for Global Zipto. Do they want to ban that out and just not think about that, or it's one of those things like, hey, I'm pretty sure we're good at Ascent. Maybe let's try again and put that in the pool.
I think it would be
The
bold,
choke
but it would
point
also
for
be
original
very
split was
PRX.
crazy.
But
Yeah.
they also-
You know how the splits
at the
mid
same
is
time,
like,
they'll probably be-
this is
'cause they're gonna be thinking
this
about
is
it
tiles.
well, we
Wait,
didn't play
let's-
Reyna when we
so
lost to
this is
50.
male.
So
Sorry,
maybe if
this
we
is
just pivot
male,
over to the Reyna, that's
is
where
middle,
everything
this
changes.
is
That's where we have a significantly
Venrum,
better game.
right?
So I could see
So,
them making
you know
that
how,
kind
like,
of
this
mental
is
math
middle
to
now?
justify bringing it through. So if
It's
Ascent
pretty
makes
much like
it in, I'm
this,
actually
right?
not going to be that shocked.
And then you
But
got
I also do
the
think that it
box
would make perfect
here.
sense as
You got the
a
little
ban,
bit
because
here,
Otherwise,
right? And then you got the
I'm not really sure
wood
what
bit
they're
here.
looking to try to
In
take
mid,
away.
it used to just be.
In this one, Abyss obviously something
Hold on.
that
In mid, it
hasn't
used to
really
just be
been
this.
seen. Pearl, though,
And all of this was
especially
like a
with,
block
Jing and
that you could
something
hide
in
behind.
this
So it was like
roster, they're
this.
More than happy to play on
It was
that
crazy.
map.
You could just hide here,
So
here, top mid. Like you had to go through the smallest choke you've ever seen in Valorant.
That Haven's a map that they've never particularly been like too keen
So that was the
on.
best
Maybe it could
change
be
they ever
that,
did
but
in the game.
It's a tough.
I actually
tough
think
quandary
the
that we
the
have here
wall was so
as
far
we
back that it ended up being a crossfire. That you would go
Seems
into
like
a
players just
three-way
needing some
crossfire.
time before we can get everything started.
And that's right.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, it does feel like it's going to be a big mystery, even though we've already pretty much seen a bit
Liz,
of a
good
preview
morning.
of
Hello,
this,
hello.
This particular matchup, day number 1.
Wait, I
A
imagine it's
lot
not
has
morning there for
happened
you, but
after the 2 days that we've seen PRX,
we have a number for
they've been
Val's
crazy.
daily player
They've
base?
been really
who knows?
improving.
But if it includes China,
Okay,
it probably
well-
owns everyone.
There we go, getting started, and it is the Sunset ban here from Global Zipto, understandable, and they get their first pick of Pearl. So
I mean,
very
Pearl
much
makes sense. They kind of
liking how
look
that,
legit on Pearl.
Felt after the performance yesterday. PRX though leaned back on Bind, so more opportunity for the Yoru race to come
Zoki.
through. And then it
Zoki.
is gonna be Global
Zoki
picking
Re
Ascent.
or Zoki 2E
Very
with the
understandable.
prime.
I'm
Thank you
excited
so much
about
for the 2
that
months,
Vine
dude.
pick as
Appreciate
well
that.
from PRX. It'll definitely help
Thank
propel
you,
this
thank you.
entire series. And we haven't exactly seen Abyss being picked throughout this entire tournament.
Sting as
so
well.
having to
Sting
see it
CFC
as
with the tier
very,
1.
very
Thank you very
last,
much as well, man. Appreciate
map
the
of
2
our
months
best
also.
of 5 is going to be that
Thank
big
you for
cherry
doing
on
that, Sting.
top, if we do get there.
I still looking at this. I feel like we do. I think that this
Yeah.
absolutely could go.
It's 5 a.m.
all the
there.
way
Your
to
fire
5.
alarm went
I
off at
think the
2.
only thing that really would
No
change
way.
it is if
That's actually brutal.
PRX win on Pearl, then there's
So
an
did you
opportunity
get
with
any
their
sleep or
comp
what?
swap to potentially get a 3-0.
Is
on
this a
Ascent.
best of 5?
I think
Yes,
it's
it
still
is.
unlikely, but I think that's the only route that I could really see where that comes to fruition. I still think looking
The
at the, draft that we
veto
have
might be a
here
3-0.
assembled, that this
To
ends
who?
up going to 5.
Yeah, I agree with
GE?
you there. If they do manage to win, Pearl, they were amazing on Bind. Ascent, maybe not so much at day 1, but their split was just so close, just as you said, that it is a possibility that maybe it might go towards the 3-1 trajectory. But of course, you can't forget Global Zipto, undefeated win streak over here, leading up to the grand finals. They've been smooth and breezy in a lot of these maps, and so far there hasn't been any
Yeah,
challenge.
outside for
just
50
yet.
man. Jesus. That sounds rough. It's not a good one.
Really hasn't been.
Do you think the ping changes promotes no changes to map
rematch
design?
Comes in. We always talk
think it's,
about in VCT.
I think it's I don't want to say lazy, but lazy is the best word. It's a lazy way out to making post plan harder, yeah.
Finding the victory there. So that
Instead of fixing
rematch, that
the
drive that you get,
overall problem, we kind of
I
just
think
put a
it
band-aid
can,
over it.
add quite a bit. I've been getting to hear from some of the players, on PRX, they said that they did want to get a rematch in the grand final versus Global. They were not happy with how that Ascent in particular went. They weren't happy losing that 9-3, start on split either. So I think they're going to be maybe
It's
a
a
little
quick
bit
fix.
more
Yeah, it is a quick
motivated here
fix.
today. They've been talking about how it's all fun games. They're just vibing out and they're just chilling in Discord together.
I mean, yeah, the
I
game
think
has
that
a
there is
issue with
probably gonna
maps.
be a little
There is
bit
no
more
doubt about it.
tension in the lobbies today.
That is.
Yeah, I honestly feel like that's definitely going to be
my
the
biggest
mood.
concern,
It has,
at least
the
the
title
moment.
Grand Finals in it
has
as
been probably
well.
for the last
even
year.
though just we hear a lot of these players say, for fun. I am definitely sure that revenge is going to be super sweet for Paper X if they're able to pull it off. But again, Global Zip though, I'm just so curious to see.
Ascent's one of the better made maps though,
when we
really.
look at Pearl as a map, we might see. I don't think we're going to be seeing any sort of changes whatsoever when it comes to the picks. They're still going to be incredibly solid. I'm thinking it is going to be, something versus Alexi on the Jet versus Jet on this particular matchup on our first map.
Yeah, could very well be the case, unless they do want to throw that curveball at us. But looks like we are going to be going some different routes here. This hasn't worked out super well for me. My predictions in this tournament have been a little bit off. But I feel like that rematch is going to that rematch curse for the previous winner is going to come through, and Paper X are going to be able to perform here and find the
Lotus
win.
is good. Yeah, all the free maps are good.
Basically, in my mind, a coin toss.
Yeah, that's true. I think anything can happen at the moment.
I think if I was going to do anything to Valorant to like fast fix the maps, I would tell them to only make free map sites.
To continue to take it to the Grand Finals.
Just because then they have to think about middle more, and when they don't think about middle, it worries me. Because then middle becomes a site.
We're gonna find out if they're gonna be able to do so.
Then they have to actually like think about the places that you fight for. And then you can always react over towards B. I kind of got used to this now.
Paper Rex.
Alrighty, here we go. Pearl to start things off
Straight
in
with a
this
Pearl.
best of 5 grand final. As we take a
Vice
look, nothing
though,
too
showing a
shocking here
demo.
on the side of
You know, in
Paper Rex. We do
defense,
have
it plays
something on the
wall over
Jet Jig
towards
on
bottom
that
of
Phoenix.
R.
No changes from what we saw
And
from
then
Global Zip
on
either.
attack, they
LES
pretty
on
much
that
only
Vice is
go.
somebody who
Like if I'm
needs to
Paper
be
X here,
taken care of by
my
Paper X
whole
if they wanna
plan
have success,
is
because he was
just
looking so damn good
heavy
yesterday.
aiming.
Yeah, even though there were
Because
certain
they
moments
either
that Global
light
Zip, though,
default
had
with a
numbers
cipher, so you just break the cam,
they
or they
had
go
the
with bodies.
The gun disadvantage as well. They're ready to press that steel garden trigger to make sure that they're able to take control of the site. And we get to see a lot of smiles on
Why
everybody's
Sliggy?
faces
Blood
over
is
here
always
the
on the
first
show,
map of the
got
day.
zero
Super
personality,
excited to
not
see
even
how this
funny,
Grand Finals
provides
is
zero
going to go.
entertainment. I watched him to fall asleep. Damn, dude, that's savage.
Barriers getting ready
What
to
show?
drop.
What
So
show
take
am I
a
on?
look. Seeming like
This isn't much of a show. I'm just watching games.
Side of PRX on the defensive start.
Oh, it could be for Plat Chat maybe.
Lion's share of Global though.
Oh, okay. Dude, I mean, someone's got to talk about Valorant on that podcast.
Might be an art challenge.
There's got to at least be one of us.
And they leave.
Okay, Paper X on defense.
Out.
GE on attack.
Ivy, lurking, Crystal.
Dude, the casters, man, you're killing me. Why is it so low?
Towards the doors. Turret is not set up here for contact, so is just going to be a blind face in. Little bit of damage going to be taken there by Crystal. Does manage to backpedal though. Down to 75. In the meantime, Jing tucked away inside Art. Curveball at the ready. Sat behind box. Recon sent. Flash goes out. They kind of went into each other. And that's just
It's a savage setup. We love it.
Through. Something finding one, Forsaken getting another. 3 kills found now, just Poppy and Crystal, the 2 deadliest players, however, on Global Zip, though still left alive, but a little bit more damage taken from the turret.
Yeah, we love this, though.
Crystal falls down
Again,
to
I think they're
33.
just going to be pushing A main all the time. I really do.
Flank. Doesn't push up in towards window quite
Damn,
just
look
yet.
at this discipline.
Thinks about it, expecting them to push out towards him.
He's going to get owned, though, right? Honestly, I'm not
This
even sure
is
if I check this, if I'm Crystal.
It's going to be a Poppy versus Kohaibi 1v1.
Swings
Nice
in,
kill.
finds the instant
Creates
headshot.
pressure over towards A. We now got an
Rotate
open
towards A,
site on
however,
B.
Not being made.
It's not
This does
bad.
open up an opportunity for
That's
Crystal
unlucky.
to now try to find the plant as Poppy will be found. Tara just getting a timing.
33
there
HP.
inside of that cosmic form. Plant coming through now with just a couple seconds
Good
remaining.
plant, though.
PRX should be realizing this now as the spike does
good
go
plant.
down.
You go close.
Crystal,
I like it.
his work cut out for him. 33 HP, a
Oh
sheriff
my god,
and a
it's going to work
recon.
out so well.
Can he get the clutch?
That is the question here. Already pushed up to CT. Process of elimination.
Is he... Sure. I would have played this a little bit different.
Still push up. Crystal just holding the
I like the idea though. Like I felt like his original plan was great, and then
as he can.
oh, it's unlucky, dude. If he had actually committed, he might have done it.
Immediately tucks away. Recon, go ahead. Try to confirm. Whittled
Yeah,
away
very
yet even
nicely
further,
done.
and Tara will get
It was
it
a
done.
very nice try,
Not
though. I
allowing
liked
for the
it.
clutch to come through. The
As soon as they hit the
in.
spike
PRX
over towards
go
here, they
ahead
just
and
think
pick up
it's
the
a long
pistol round
plant.
victory here on Pearl.
It was a really good try.
That was still super duper sweaty for both of these teams. I mean, Crystal, on a sheriff, you gotta still definitely
played good
respect
as well, yeah.
that. But
Smoke
at
on
the
spike
end of the
tap.
day, you know, we got to see Tara
You know he's 33 HP.
on a couple of the previous maps have to clutch on a 1v1 scenario, and she just delivers that important pistol win. But yeah, it has been a bit of a lot of these big 1v1s and isolated fights leading up to this final play. And that's a good PRX pistol round win.
Narrow margins. I mean, seeing who the last two players are and then the last player at the end of it all has definitely got to be striking some fear into your hearts there. But they do well to get across the finish line. Now, though, similar scenes. A little bit of change-ups. Kohai be the one swapping over towards Art as Crystal with a push in. Does manage to get a shot off there to Jing, but he's not going to be able to find the kill. Wall raised up. Locking off some vision, looking to
And the shot was actually pretty good timing. Nice shots.
damage, but does find a great headshot there on a Forsaken. Puts down the Sova. Swap over onto the Sheriff. Jing, however, able to find one curveball in towards mid. He's down to 4 HP. Jing going to be stunned up, but still just tucked away, holding onto that Spectre. Ready to mow. Players down now. The push comes in from Kohai. Jing pushing forward, swaps to the Classic, finds
and that's
support
the Phoenix so for the
gets
first
the run it
round.
back
Very
online
nice.
as we go into PRX's bonus.
Dude, PRX leaning heavy into Phoenix next year could be
and
so
Jing
fun.
building up to the run it back even for this following round. It all started with the big swap in position over here by Doors. Jing able to just mow everybody down alongside Kohai on the opposite side of the map. But here we go. Let's see how Global is able to take this bonus. As it's pretty
Isn't
scary.
Phoenix also getting a buff? This is the buff with Phoenix. Like the wall went through the wall there, right?
Run it back behind it. That could be a very deadly combo here. As Shock Dart try to start things off. The ult now going to be popped. Jing rushing forward, seeking a target. Everybody immediately back.
Just even to re-clear here, you're kind of fine.
Willy-nilly as they panic scatter.
And then smoke this.
Ultimately, Jing will snap back over towards the A site.
And then we smoke this. And then we think we're fighting it hard, so they have to use a drone or whatever to clear this. Yeah, that's cool.
Especially on a Spectre.
I mean, they're pretty much doing what I was saying, right? Fighting heavy over towards A main. Like, now we know that they're using a drone. You know it's not the 4-1 default where they do use the Cypher here, so you probably know it's an A as soon as that drone comes in.
A lot of these 1v1s
unless they're going to fake it, but
alongside that, Poppy,
at one point you could just re-clear on your own with Recon through her.
It seems like they're still messing around with the idea of this, but it's being shifted. Maybe
PRX tryhard. Thank you so much in the YouTube. Appreciate the membership. Thank you for doing that.
Link in towards B here. We'll see. Stack coming through. Jing at the ready, waiting for Forsaken to send
the timing that is nuts,
goes out. There's the swing. Gets the headshot onto Alexi. Cannot confirm the kill, but Forsaken's able to pick up two. And Alexi will to be taken down.
Oh my god,
that
he did
shock dart
incredible.
goes for a follow-up, but ultimately not too much extra damage going to be found. Tara, however, now lingering forward. Right here.
Very nice.
Crystal,
Clears
right
all of this, gets the gun, just holds A main now, and you're good.
He gets taken down already. A very bad anti-bonus for the side of Global Zipto. As something arrives, Spike gets planted, but immediately Kellyus gets taken down, and now Poppy's position is going to be confirmed. Finds a headshot onto one, but there's just far too much work to be done. Cannot make it happen. And as they get ready to scoop up some weapons, get the defuse, PRX will find a bonus conversion.
Every single time we got some kind of setup where it's contact into Phoenix close flashing.
Indeed. They've been trying to challenge this area constantly, but the curveball alongside Forsaken in that area has been quite deadly. We see Alexi being able to get at least that one tap before everything else falls, but at the end of the day, PRX is able to just whittle down their numbers with the Sheriff alone. And Tara with an amazing read and timing as well, and everything else.
I think we get a full series.
You know, falling apart. PRX.
I'm a
they
little
know
bit
that the problem is
PRX.
going to be the post plant of Global Zipto with Astra and the Vice in play, but they don't even get to plant the spike to begin with. Then PRX really doesn't have to worry about anything else.
Well, I love the synergy here from PRX. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the kills, just going down the list.
We go fast where they got the double setup. Oh my god. Wait, this is nice though.
He takes it down, but Jing now tries to peel off some of that pressure. Sets up the wall, falls low, will be eliminated though. As Global Zipto looking to reply and get themselves
on the board. Can get a little bit weird because something's going to hold a B.
Reposition from something.
That is such a heavy commit considering we have this.
Forsaken just blindly swings out, taking the fight. Maybe not ready for there to be so many players still stacked up here in Link.
They're just waiting for them to face the whole time. They're literally just taking map control. They're like, well, they're going to duel us.
So they start to double back and rotate over towards A, just not really even giving something the opportunity here.
Process of elimination. 3 players has peaked from Link, so most likely it's gonna be
E-code. Yeah, they got stingers.
B by just that one.
Nice shot.
Spike planted. Poppy's gonna fall, but Spike already there and the post plant's already available.
Yeah, this is already still so very good. Crystal wanting to try to take the operator out of the hands here of something.
The point should play Palmer Spectre, yeah. It's kind of insane with that.
Still afford another one going into the next round.
Palmer Spectre.
Lose it. It's not going to be
Palmer,
the worst case scenario, but he's absolutely losing it with Crystal. Oh, no.
Is he going to try and do the jump scare thing?
Oh. That's Vidania. Oh, look at he beefs it!
Wait,
how does this happen?
How has he tanked it all though?
Kill.
One of the knives had to have missed.
Something survives with 2 HP. The spike's gonna go off.
One of the knives had to have missed. That's incredible.
There. Oh dear. Something. Yeah, you can't win the battle, not in this round, but you've certainly won the mental war.
I thought he was gonna do that thing where he where something stands up because he's scoped in, he'll like crouch above him, crouch below him, sorry, and then pop up.
The attempt to take away. Let's see that POV.
Oh yeah, the one hit the knife hit the wall at the end. That's crazy.
I just don't get it.
Me too. 2 HP.
All right, well.
Yep.
We're having some fun. We're getting silly nice and early, I guess. Yep. Either way, thrifty round victory.
Again, like this from PRX.
Themselves on the board. Still an open play though.
They spot the cam, right?
Forsaken
so they kind of know it's the default where they go
have been with the Sheriff so far, so I'm just going to keep using that.
Or at least middle.
Absolutely. And now actually pushed up. But with that signal,
okay, well they're gonna play on site.
Damn, nice kill.
I like the pathing.
So swift. Absolutely monstrous there from Alexi. Now I'm just gonna be zoned back.
Yeah, everyone's gonna play Cyber against Astro.
Shock dart. Deep flood forward in towards Hall. Looks like Global Zipto completely won control of the entire site here.
There goes Astro. Dude, we had 3 off site. It's a little bit worrying.
Finding another Jing to be taken down. Hunter's Fury now opened up. Crystal hunting for a target. Is rewarded with 1 as Terra will fall.
This was the duel that mattered. I feel like
backpedaling, trying to escape once again to hold on to the operator.
As soon as she cleared all of this,
they don't quite have the cash for it, so he's gonna just continue to scatter across the map, try to keep this one intact as best as humanly possible. But that's gonna be
the ops are running away again. I mean, yeah,
one round gap.
They can buy if they save it.
Like the approach from
one takes a hit.
Avoiding art entirely feels like the best approach so far. Having to just group up as an entire stack to attack a lot of these sites, and to overwhelm it with force has been, you know, 2 rounds in a row working out for Global Zipto. So now I'm not really exactly expecting a lot of these defaults on this map, especially when you have to try and scout for where the operator is going to be coming from.
Is a change up here. He's been positioned on that B site for the previous 2 rounds. Something now looking to go solo deep push up towards A. The star is thrown down though. As Recon as well, similarly trying to keep him zoned back, but Tailwind at the ready. Kelly has the elbow spotted.
Yeah, GE definitely needs to be careful with their
defaults. He catches him right in the mid-drift. That's a very solid
like GE just threw in 1 default where they camera contacted A main. Then all their stuff is pretty good.
To try to get things tied up. Do they suspect that Alexi is tucked away. Tailwind now expired. It's a dangerous swing for either side.
I think the G, because we've seen quite a few strats that like look relatively set, at least when you look at the...
Fast on the punish. Now
like when you look at these three.
Slow creep up, something was not anticipating this
like
at all.
The recon
is able to
deep
draw
here,
one back.
Low by
Great
push.
Patience coming from Alexi
That's for
there.
Sure something. The Vice
hoping,
ult for sure something.
Knowing what the other Jet player is probably about to do, and now the circle back onto B with only that single star as a way to just
Tara's
create
playing like
that
a
gap,
lunatic.
and Tara might play around the smoke and reposition. They gotta
30 seconds
check
left.
very closely.
Con does have to get ping there, and Tara, gonna be caught there trying to go for the star. Solid rush across, but now Hunter's Fury coming through from Forsaken. Seeking target tags, not quite connecting there, but now run it back also in play.
Damn,
Challenge
dude,
in towards
look at
off.
it.
Immediately, Jing just deals with the rest of them.
That's pretty nuts.
3 quick pivots, 3 quick
I was about to say,
kills.
look at his aim on the
Jing
first
goes
kill, and then he
crazy on the
does
run it
2
back.
more.
And
That's
PRX
insane.
will once again stretch the lead up by 2.
Jing's looking back.
That's some crazy value right there on the run it back. In a split second, finds the 3.
Yeah, and this ult in the right hands is just the most
isolated picks across the map.
disgusting
and then
thing.
Jing just
Look at that.
immediately with a beautiful transfer.
Holy.
Just
Happy
a light
about that one
giggle.
for sure. Yep.
Another day in the, another day of work here
Prime
for Jing.
yeah.
10-4-2.
Looking
so
like
far
it.
on this Phoenix.
Yeah, this camera is always super
Once
nice.
again with an op, but now Alexi has one on the attacking side, looking to contend against him.
This round's pretty big,
Let's
chat.
see if anyone gives
1,
up-
2.
gives Alexi a solid
Honestly,
first
3, because they
target.
get 1-9
So
loss
far, just
bonus.
slow creep
Then
up
you got
in towards Art.
4 people that can't buy next.
Nearby, but Forsaken's actually rotating into
They could
position.
get light armor, I guess, but they wouldn't
Ooh,
buy.
jump beacon does
I
get
mean, the
clipped.
shot hit.
Solid shot here from Alexi, puts him down to 48 health.
Already have. But that's a lot of invested members onto Link. Now the approach might go for...
Jing's been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, so really, maybe that's the trick.
Space.
Bro is way too confident right now.
Try to find a catch here, Calias.
Look at the timing of that as well. Look how lucky he
The
is
worst
on that.
possible moment, right as Jing strikes.
Any other time that he's out here in the open,
Kill
Vice
immediately
sees
found,
him.
and once again now, player disadvantage to the side of Global Zipto.
The timing there the whole time was insane.
Shot cuts out once
30
again. They'll
seconds
turn their
left.
sights in towards A. Forsaken set up on the site, first line of defense, but had
When to get
previously been
recon.
chipped away at. Only at 48 HP. Holding close on the corner as the swing
Gets
gets
recon
ready
in
to come.
2. Yeah,
Push up.
it's the
Alexi
most
taking
perfect
down the
timing.
up. Unable to find the
It's
shot.
all going
Recon
great.
up over the top.
They delay so much, they have
There
to
you go.
push
Now they're
through the
swinging out of
recon.
smoke. Do get the double ping, and something makes his presence known over from main. Time is ticking. 4 seconds remaining. Has to go for the plant. Now, they've
Damn, that was
absolutely missed
smart
it.
from him.
The opportunity is just not going to
He
be there.
updrafted up
As the round is over,
to get
PRX
info above the
looking to
cage,
take
and they
everything
have to
away
get off
from
the
them.
spine.
Crystal holding his ground for a little bit longer. Cannot get the
INTGN,
plant
thank you
money.
so much, man.
We'll be able to at least carry
Appreciate the
over
prime.
a weapon,
Thank you for
but
doing that.
that is
Thank
now
you for the
5
5
rounds
months.
locked in for PRX.
Yeah, the rest of Global Zipto were falling down like dominoes one by one as the timer was progressing. Again, couldn't
Yeah,
find
not great.
anyone from Art, only able
Why,
to clip
it's just a bit of
something,
panic.
or rather
Probably wasn't
Forsaken
fully aware
for
of
just
time.
a little bit, but unable to identify where the operator player was going to be coming from.
But honestly, chat,
like this
if
from
you think
PRX,
of just
overwhelming them,
you
and
think
now
of just
they're
her
back to eco for
POV,
Global
she
Zipto.
kills one. She's seen the plant go down. Like she thinks it's pretty winnable until the updraft comes in and we stop the plant.
Timeout scene.
Like if the plant went through there
Just taking it
and
nice
actually
slow
stuck
here
it
as
and
Jing
didn't get
will.
scared from the updraft,
Position noted, has to back away.
kind of doable. It was more the person getting off the
Towards
spank.
slow
That
up,
was
and
a
with that
full-
recon ping getting across there onto Alexi, has to exit, gets knocked down to 45. For Jing, still an opportunity even to heal.
Right
The
here.
hot hands is available.
Phoenix buff, yeah.
Okay.
What?
Forsaken just moving forward, finding the shot. Alexi going to be taken down.
Okay, as you did.
Brutality here. It's PRX.
Nice shot.
He said, I think they very much want the victory here today. After the
It gets a little bit
somewhat
weird because they
embarrassing
want to
loss the
fight a
first
little
time
bit
around
heavier
during
for
the
this
group
gun
stage.
now.
Thorn down, zones Jing back off the corner.
It's a great molly, by the way, and this Killjoy molly was insane timing. As the Reek went out, molly goes down, we got another. They wrecked them.
To shreds. Walking across the molly. Yeah, hot hands, I believe, have been lobbed in. Jing on the swing, gonna be taken down. Poppy with a solid headshot.
Ooh, hold up, the aim's looking nice.
Clean him up, comes up with another, but something.
Okay, very, very nice.
Joining alongside Tara.
They even timed their mollies really well, though, right? Killjoy molly into the Phoenix molly.
6th round victory here in this first half.
I can't even count how many times this operator has been brought through round for round. In a very understandable timeout here. So far, they haven't been able to take off the operator off of something's hands consecutively. But it has been a challenge to enter through these sites. It has been, again, very, very challenging. The stalwart defense that PRX has been showing has been pretty indomitable.
Phoenix is next year. Yeah, we've got some good ones.
It's that
we'll
big
see.
long
We'll see who leans into Phoenix.
That has been sort of working out, but it only.
I think Phoenix
once
is kind of busted at the
so
moment.
far. Even though they
in pro play,
do
I
not
think
meet eye to
Phoenix
eye
is
with the
busted.
operator player, still there's just so many layers that they gotta peel off of this.
Yeah, I mean, you keep mentioning the operator. Something really only getting taken down since he's had this operator once, and that was when he pushed up, and now he's in a good position, or maybe it was Alexi, he's in a good position lurking outside of A main, is able to find the crossfire setup, gets the kill there, but he's basically had an op ever since, and a lot of it comes down to that attempt at the knife, not being able to secure that kill. Crystal, trying to just be cheeky with it, allows him to hold on to that operator more and more.
Which game changer player would you pick up for T1? I mean, it is Floor.
Every single
Floor's
round.
the best, for sure.
And he continues to find at least a kill every single time.
Revealing area.
Once again, though, looking like they might end up pushing in towards him. Tucks back to avoid the recon. Lexi creeps across. Gets up close. Very
Besides
narrow
Floor,
line.
it's too early.
On here.
There's just better. There's better proven players.
God, especially through a nebula. So quick pop.
Like ask me that again in maybe like 3-4 years.
So Lexi is just around the corner, and something starts to reposition just a bit.
Right here.
Ping's coming down. They're anticipating him here. As the swing comes through, it could be a leg shot, which wouldn't quite kill here onto Alexi. We'll see. For now, just going to be a bit of a stalemate. Neither wanting to swing too far forward.
Well, something's alone.
Okay.
I mean, there's Jing nearby, but when he falls, it's going to be quite an open sight. Now they've gathered. They need to cross.
5 players about to push in.
Oh,
he goes in aggressively. He tries to draw the shorty. I mean, that is a something play if ever I've seen one.
Did he think it was the Cypher only? He must have.
Swing out, curveball. Not going to be delivering it up there for Jing.
30 seconds
Smattering of
left.
damage, perhaps, but no widely.
Chat, where was the camera? Did they do what I wanted them to do, where they camera aim-aimed and then just walk the whole time, so he thought it was the normal default where it's just a
Slow bake
Cypher?
here from the side of Global. One that is very well cooked at the end. Slow things
Or
down.
did they drone it?
Go ahead, get themselves a 3rd round victory in the half.
Patience is a virtue here for Global Zipto. It's that big stack again, the overwhelming force. Sometimes
I'd have to watch that one back.
Honestly,
if GE did their camera default here and then walked behind it like I wanted, then it was pretty much genius.
That big
But
of a timing really pressured
they droned it?
Okay,
then he's a lunatic.
Now, just one single rifle on the side of Forsaken. Global Zippo are going to be happy about that
lunatic.
one off on the Cosmic Divide, and as well as the Hunter's Fury. So it's
We
going to
missed
be
our camera
really
as well,
interesting
so we
to
can't see,
what happens in this round.
Scanning ahead.
Once again,
That's so funny.
slow up here. I think Global.
He got tagged. Yeah, but that was like right at the beginning. Like, how did they take aim main control like default? Did they camera it or not?
Bullets.
I wasn't looking. I was too busy looking at his POV.
Certainly been death. As there's the reveal, and Forsaken kind of getting baited in for the peak.
I like this as well. This is how I wanted teams to handle anti-ecos.
As orb pickup goes
They
through,
just smoked
Poppy
and walked
now.
up. Okay.
Cosmic Divide online.
Lone.
Like, this is for sure the best way to handle anti-ecos on this map.
Cosmic Divide is going to be
Just
set.
getting an outlaw and then just waiting for someone to try to get
Yeah,
information.
retake instead. They do have the lockdown to flush everybody else over here,
It's
but they're
fake
already on
smoke
site.
from recon. Okay, then yeah, he's an absolute lunatic.
Something still waiting to join in. Hot hands thrown down. Looking to try to zone back. Alexia, glimpse does come through. Knows that she's going to be tucked into the corner. And Jing is going to find that elimination.
Okay, yeah.
Getting the weapon going to be a bit of a different story. Tries to go for it with a run it back. But Crystal quick with the
Crystal
outlaw
just
shot.
wins this.
Take him
This
down.
gun's
Finds
too
a
good in
follow-up.
this
Terra going to
situation.
fall. Something eliminated. Only finding one with the dives. Now the 2v3. Time is available, but as they swoop out, Poppy will be able to find Jing. Cleanup will look good. Kohlhebi with just a frenzy tucked back around the corner. Looking to see if she can do any kind of additional damage here, but Kelly has
very nice.
board. Will go ahead.
Yeah,
make sure
this
that
should
survive.
be the most common default you're
Zipto,
seeing.
once again, just 2 rounds away
people.
as they look to try to tie it up in
Like
a 6
a
and
like
6
a
half.
4-1 with the
Beautifully
1
done
being like
by
your
Global
cipher
Zipto,
or something,
even
give you
though
an
it
option
was
over towards
that
A
big
or
ego
middle.
on the side of PRX. Global is still able to just transition a lot of these important weapons as they've not
just
been
outlaw for
exactly
this.
having the best.
Again, I
early
like some of the
game.
Vice stuff we're seeing.
Now
This
Steel
wall in
Garden
Afterbomb's
available,
really strong.
Hunter's Fury as
The one that
well.
goes
They
like
can
all
just
the way here
basically
after you
take away
plant it.
the buy round of PRX.
There's some good
over
ones they
here
got
at
for
the
after
11th
plant.
round, but they got to worry about this big lockdown that is able to slow down the pace or retake.
Well, at long last for Global, a round where they don't have to be concerned about an operator. Something. Garnering quite a bit of information, though, for the team. Deep push up towards Club. Nothing going to be spotted on this B side of the map. They have the alarm bot as well situated at double doors.
Spike dropped.
So, PRX feeling confident and cozy to be able to lean some players back over towards this A side for a quick crunch. But drone coming through. Crystal, is he wise to this? He's peeking out. The drone not looking, not checking this position. Something now on the hunt. Considering rushing forward, but Crystal's already evacuated.
The stars are lined up onto A. If they want to rush in, they gotta bait that
it's
out
the classic with the ult here. But they did this. I mean, look at PRX. Problem is that GE did this 3 times.
Players, at risk, having to back
So
away.
they have a lot of people, but you can just go far back here and just
Going
spam.
forward here, Lexi taking some space, swings out. Terra, however, able to shut him
Got a
down.
lot of people here ready for this.
Goes for the concuss, jump over.
GE's
into
gonna
the
have
side
to throw in
flank down,
another
coming through
ult.
with
If they play
lockdown.
this again, that's an
Here from
incredible
behind, but
molly, by the way.
Out in
That was
response,
like
but immediately the
perfect,
shooting gallery. Now the
perfect.
spike is on the floor. Crystal trying to provide covering fire, but
There's
instead
like a min-max
finds
molly.
himself
It
zoned away from
just
the rest
hit
of
the
the squad,
corner
fully
here.
flashed up and taken down. As Jing find himself another multi-kill round.
Look,
It's
that
gonna
was
be a
that was
flawless
insane
win for
molly from
Rex
Jing.
to get the retake here on the site. Now potential for an 8 and 4 half.
That was a little bit hard for that big follow up. I mean, Alexi
shout
was
out to
able to
PRX,
dodge
they
through
knew
the
this was
entire
coming. We
setup
had
of
4 people close.
Tara's stars.
We even
but
had.
at the end of the day,
I mean,
they're
he could
a
have
bit held
free-handed
back
this,
by
to
the
be
gravity
fair,
well
but
and everything
so
else. So
perfect,
it was
though.
just so hard that Alexi was alone, all alone for a lot of the time. PRX though, happy about that one. Unafraid of the Steel Garden. Now they have bigger guns and bigger shields.
Oh, and something.
Mate, Crystal out-aims a lot of
Dealt
people.
with Crystal. Not happy with how the previous round went, so immediate rushes forward, finds that value, finds that kill, but Cosmic Divide proactively used here from Terra just to try to prevent the attack here onto the site. Going forward, able to spot out onto 2. Lexi rotating to the side, dodges the shock dart.
Not with knife. That's true.
Safe and widely. Global
That
Zipto
is true.
intent to just stay put.
Right here.
Keeping things nice and quiet.
Rossi
Yeah,
said that this
denying
meta will be double
information.
smoke meta.
Smoke about to expire.
It's map dependent, I think.
That will be their ghost.
I wonder who
signal to
he,
enter
he
the
thinks
site.
the other smoke will be. Because Astra should just dominate.
Drone leading the way. This will be her. Jing slowly creeping back through. Link getting ready.
Unless it's like Astra Omen,
Arriving here
but
on the site. Stars set up. Ivy ready.
double
waiting,
Sentinel
connected
meta?
recon,
Oh,
coming
okay.
out from the
I mean,
opposite
that makes
side.
more sense. Yeah.
Might have connected
Now
on the one. Jing sends out the curveball, swings onto the corners, able to find one. An area going to be taken down immediately. The running back is popped. Crystal going to be taken down from behind, and now it's just Poppy. Last one standing, and he's already gone. 8 and 4.
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
half.
you're starting to see it
PRX
already on
looking
some
damn
maps,
strong
right?
here on the defense.
Switching
That
sides.
4-round gap between Global Zipto.
Yeah, the problem with GE
Having
there
to
is they
have
didn't like give themselves any
used
options.
up
As soon as
all the
Astra ult goes
ultimates
in, they
at the
can't go
very
back and take
last
any map
round,
space.
and
Feeling
they're able to get
confident.
value off
Is
that
4
cause
enough?
panic
Nah,
and
I don't think
disarray
so.
against Global Zipto. But of course, let's take a short break before we enter the second half.
Yeah, he could definitely be onto something, because it's like Cypher's too good, and the nerf to Cypher didn't really do much. So you kind of got your Cypher, Parma, Sentinel. You can have a Killjoy for some maps also, and then you got these other duelists. These other Sentinels that like can help you default, and at the same time can win you after plants. And then obviously that's sick on Saints. He said scrimming with Vice. Yeah, I get what he's coming from, but I feel like Vice again is Vice is very good in scrims and will be very good first time. The problem is once you have a demo on Vice, but I also think with the Vice, I don't know why they buff Vice, to be honest. That was the weirdest move. The buff of the Vice mollies were really weird.
Alrighty, it's now time to go into the second half here. 4-round stretch lead for the side of PRX. Global Zipto needing to find a pistol win to try to get themselves back into a solid enough position here. Jumpstart that economy now that they move over onto the defending side. 19-7-5 though. Jing with an incredible performance so far.
Oh yeah. Super scary to think about, especially when he has run it back. His level of danger just goes up an entire level. But it is a slow and start. Now a fast execute
is
onto
splitting
B.
here not insane now? Can you not just do a Phoenix wall that covers heaven and floor?
But PRX now in control of the site. Wide open plant here for Forsaken. Just getting the spike down on the floor. And Nebula's widely just holding back. Tara not quite ready for Poppy to come peeking. Does end up getting caught off guard. Now it falls to Kohibi. Knowing that it's going to be two, trying to pressure her out of this position. Swing on the corner.
Nice
Poppy's going to get to the second. Something tagged down low. Kites back. Tries to play off of this molly.
Forsaken has to go huge.
Just managed to survive for a little bit longer.
One enemy remaining.
So very low. Taken down as it now falls to Forsaken.
Okay, though.
Will
Pistol
end up
each.
getting swept up here into the Poppy Storm. 3K
What
from
do I
the
expect
Astra.
from
They'll
PRX
pass
next
over
year?
the Fuse, just trying to fast
I mean, they'll get to a
towards that
final,
cosmic divide,
I feel
and
like.
Zip to get the pistol they so
Do they
desperately
win?
needed.
Do they win a 20 next year? I think
the
they
fact
probably
that they
have
were
one of the better
just
chances
fine
to
trying give up
win
position onto
the Fast
that link,
Masters.
and after that it was
Like
pretty
they're one
much
of
that big
but
standard
I think qualifying might be harder than actually winning
the
it.
Site. They were just overwhelming.
Qualifying in
PRX
double
from
limb is brutal.
practically everywhere. And
Prodigy, dude, I'm always gonna back PRX. I always think they're good. And not the problem, but I do think they have more pressure this year, because I feel like if they don't win a tournament, like if they don't win, then they might be tempted to change, depending on how they do. I would say if they still get to like a final, they don't need to change.
They're going for a force buy, which is something that they very rarely do in VCT, but they're sending it here now. Tripwire does get popped in Airy here at tower. A couple shots ringing out.
PRX keep losing because of my cast. Yeah, I just believe in them. Yeah, dude, PRX kind of messed up. Who was the person that threw the spike here midway through?
Find one, something trying to rush forward.
Everybody's
stacked up as Ching nearly finds so much value.
That was actual madness. Who threw the spike in the middle here instead of just going for the plant? We had smoke, wall, limited time to plant, and we throw the spike in the open to create some. That's mad. And they forced. That one was mad. The throw of the spike was wild.
A little bit in shambles here.
Forsaken throw it down. That's crazy. That's criminal.
By surprise, get that rush on the board, and play a bit more close range with a lot of the weapons that they were able to buy. Even though Global Zipto was pretty much stacked up,
someone's just gonna go
not
for
enough.
it.
The Guardian shots, the headshots were just much faster than the spray downs. And now PRX, just as you said, now having to play from the back ends here with a bunch of stingers once more.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a believer. I think PRX will win. I kind of believe PRX will win a tourney next year. That's where I'm at. It's such a good meta for them.
Little shot clearing out the camera. Once again, though, PRX is looking to send it on this B site.
It's hard because there's only 3 tournaments, right? It's not great.
Out the trip,
like your chances aren't great.
Once again, site relatively
Someone plant,
for free
please. Here, I
for
beg.
PRX.
There we go.
Question, once again, is can they actually defend this? Can they pull off a post plant? Hunter's Fury is going to be online.
Do you get tempted to
maybe a
serve
little bit
ult
more
here? Oh,
opportunity.
for sure. Does something have a good luck here?
Alexi
Probably.
swinging around the back, something
What's the
just
timing
sat
like
here.
on this?
Here's the footsteps.
Really
and
nice.
finds the headshot. Guardian now going to be in hand as well.
And we serve ult early.
Fury. Shots flying through. Crystal taken low. Backpedals. Just wait for some of those regen shields to kick back in. And then not going to be too healthy. But Kelly swings into Halls.
And,
Able to find one. Something with the Guardian. Takes down Poppy. But now
It
Clive's
felt like
dead.
that stun.
It's all on
Oh, this is
something.
doable. Look at the HPs.
Tries to
Look at the
readjust, but just
HPs.
can't quite line them up.
17, 4, and
between all
1.
of them, 22 HP. But it's
That's
3 players
insane,
surviving.
isn't it?
Another force up here from PRX getting shattered, brushed aside, and now 1 round separating, being tied up.
The lead that PRX was able to build up in the first half is now
To convince the Korea will
crumbling
dominate
down on
Pacific
the
next
second
year. Yeah, they
half
might.
after
They
buys
definitely
after
might.
buys.
So I mean, it's hard.
And the attempts were there. And now Global Zipto, just as you said,
all of the three
the combination of 24
Korean teams are
HP, they
good.
were just so close to cleaning up, but not quite. Despite Alexi falling into the hands of something and having control over on long. But PRX, they've got the firepower now this time around. Things could be potentially different.
Okay, now we actually get a buy round. And we've got Phoenix ult for it as well. And they know
Maybe
by pressing tab or looking at the top
in the game
that
plan.
the Phoenix ult is
Push
currently over
forward or will
towards
be
A.
taken. Jing, run it back now available, but
What do we got? A
Awful,
drone? So what are we saying?
opposite team here is
5,
Alexi
10
has that
seconds we
command.
re-clear this.
And it's slowly creeping up B long.
Aces, thank you so much.
Player
Appreciate the
stack
14
getting
months,
ready to
dude. Thank you for the
clash
tier
here.
1. Thank you for
Creeping their
doing
way
that.
forward. Tara,
What a
first
shot.
one, and actually wins up the
Jesus.
fight.
I have the spike.
Alexi not given the opportunity to fire off that weapon, ends up getting taken down. And once again, B side going to be wide open this time with a player advantage for the side of PRX.
Operator not going to get picked up by any of the players from PRX. They're going to be satisfied with the rifles that they have for this post plant. Bring
No
everything
way.
down. Pre-firing, but Crystal wins that against Jing.
Took
Finds
0
one,
bullets
wants to
planting.
run it back, not available here.
But
Try to defend the
Jing
site.
tanked everything.
Drone going to be cleared out.
Nice
She
shot.
spotted multiple players, and Kelly S is able to find something. Suddenly, advantages there for the
They
side of Global.
it's funny, it's one of those rounds where like the pressure of the
Pushing
Astro
up,
ult means they
finding
fight over
Ivy,
sight as
clutches them
well.
out, finds
Damn.
Forsaken. Now it's all on Terra. Finds the first 2.
Whoa.
Still so much work to be done. And almost
Jesus, that would have
gets
been
there.
unbelievable.
Needing the ace to
39
clutch.
HP as well. How
Will
close
be
are some
shut
of these
down at the
rounds?
end, and Neri on the opposite side with 3 kills of her own. Gets things tied up at 8-8.
That was spicy stuff.
Yeah, that
there.
was almost
that felt like
insane.
an almost transfer and could have been a clutch ace. It was so close. These shots from Tara was probably leaving Global Zipto sweating a little bit, but Aneri with the multi-frags as well
was
as
close.
the retake was happening dealt a lot of work against PRX. And again, Jing there unfortunately falling without being able to use the run it back. Maybe this
Sheaf
time
Twitch
it's
as
gonna
well.
work.
Thank you so much,
Lots
Sheaf.
of half
Appreciate the
shields,
tier
but
1.
now
Thank
it's
you for the
even.
30.
The lead
Dude,
has
34 months.
disappeared.
Thank you for the 34 months.
Recovering it.
That it has completely evened up. Still no timeout calls here. Hybe able to find a massive target though. As
Yeah, but what on
Poppy
earth is he
aggressively
doing?
pushing up out of A. He's going to be shut down there by the Killjoy on the opposite side of the map. Full push though, getting ready to go her way. As Alexi noting multiple other players. Hybe sat here, ready, waiting, finds the first,
just
looks for that second, that third.
feeling it.
Can't quite make it happen, but will still be able to put Kelly S down low. Alexi going to be flushed out, caught there at Halls as something. Gets into position,
Last player
swings
standing.
out, and Harry looking for the readjustment, cannot make
Yeah,
it
it's too
happen. It
busy
seems
looking
like
at the minimap.
PRX finally
Okay, it's a nice round for
breaking this loss
PRX. They
streak
pick
as
up an
something
op. They
spots
have
it up on
4
the ground, says,
people
"Ooh,
alive.
just
Like, it's good for their money. They do not want to hunt this. No one's got any money.
Free. Unfortunately, PRX has been
Weber,
avoiding.
doing alright, dude. Every
Kelly has
game
set up
though,
for the
apart from this
entirety
final,
of the
Weber's just
second
been
half.
so
no
one-sided.
one wants to walk
Like we didn't see a third man.
across a lot of these thorny spikes over here. And the fact that, again, it has been a constant B attack. All they got to do is clear, use tripwires. Everything will be clear. It's just that post plant that has been a bit difficult against Global Zipto. But if you whittle away their numbers before that even happens, then they don't have anything much to worry about.
Yeah, this one very much coming down to Kohibi.
How well do you think GE will perform? I mean, they get playoffs.
On the opposite side of the map.
Can they?
PRX, though, I mean,
Can they get anything higher than playoffs? Maybe, but they would have to perform a lot better than. I mean, I do think the team has crazy potential. They're definitely an upset team.
Yes.
But I would say they just get playoffs.
Arden's still available here for Kelly S. Neri. The Neurostep at the ready. Let's see what the call ends up being here for PRX.
Like if you're the coaches though, you definitely got some good belief. Like I think they did good enough.
Not quite like
You got a good enough team to make a champs. But
passed over to just go ahead.
Just a lot of things have to go right.
Maybe the ult online and get her closer.
This is what I mean about the Vice stuff. Like as soon as people have a demo on your Vice, you kind of know where the wall is, and you can create a lot of pressure like this.
It's going to be Kelly S constantly being onto A. So far, they're able to spot out the operator.
Honestly, a lot of double sentinel stuff is pretty demo heavy. Double sentinel should always be good for one and dones. I feel like.
These past few days, a little bit of B simulator over here onto Pearl, and they're going to give up the site entirely and possibly do a 5-man retake.
How did they bait the wall? How did they just run to it and jump?
Space just behind the screen here.
What? This is what I mean, dude. This guy wins so many angels that you don't think he's gonna win.
Very much,
oh
and
my
instantly
god!
snaps on for another. Jing destroyed. Spike
what
still
even
not
is
planted. I'm ticking here.
Oh my god! And then we ult stop the plant.
Recon going to be sent, but Forsaken is getting clipped, getting tracked in all of this chaos.
We're watching Forsaken dodge,
caught by the Hunter's Fury, so a third kill here.
Oh my god! Let him have it.
Yet another ace,
and
Neri will take it away from him. I believe it would have been his third of this tournament.
Yeah,
we're now
guy's an absolute monster, isn't he?
We talked about that 5-man retake, and Crystal's like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take up a bit of space here and land these nasty shots that enabled that victory for Global Zipto. Couldn't even plant the spike, had the Hunter's Fury at the end. You mentioned that Forsaken was dodging for the entirety of that ult and has managed to find Gohaibi in the process. Nope, Forsaken, you're not my targets. Actually, Gohaibi. And now it's back to even again.
And they just go set strat fast. Dude, if PRX loses this,
way forward, jumps up over the top,
3
spots out a player here.
This duels everything. Oh my goodness.
Now confirmed presence.
No way.
As updraft comes through. Lexi able to keep themselves alive.
That was nuts.
Crystal swings in for the rescue. It's just a meat grinder
like
here on the A
Aspas.
site. Player after player spilling forth, getting cut down as Global Zipto now take the lead 10-9.
Bro, how they were doing this on defense as well.
The players of Global Zipto, Cloudburst as the additional distraction of try and trade off of Alexi, but Poppy was there for the cover, and things were just falling apart one by one on the side of PRX. Back to Eco, bunch of sheriffs on their plates. They've got the Cosmic Divide to slice the map in half, but again, the switch from Global Zipto to put Kelly S onto B instead. It's a very interesting switch up for Global.
Jing getting pinged, wanting to try to maybe grab this orb. Full flash does connect there onto Alexi, not going for the timing shot. Does opt to just back away.
I will say GE have done a good job of changing up their Vice stuff. Right, they had the wall here pretty much all the time when we saw their demo last.
Mm-hmm.
8-4
Been using it over towards A, it got discovered over towards A, we're now using it over towards B.
Now Forsaken spotted dead. Alexi quick to go ahead and collect it. Pressure's still not coming through on the flank as there's 4 players set up.
It's gonna be pretty fun watching Crystal next year. It is, I'll tell you, it's mad the amount of angels he wins.
Taken down.
Look at him go.
Over, but no,
he's
Crystal
just,
swings in. He's able to go ahead and put Jing down. Solid trade out from something.
I think he's just insanely fast
the numbers
aimer.
Close. HP bars, however, absolutely wrecked for the moment.
Nice shot.
Pressure now on Kohibi to try to open things up here as Poppy will end up falling.
Whoa, okay, hold up.
Kill, gets another. Swaps the weapons out, rotates to grab the spike.
You have
the
a alarm bot.
1v1, Kelly S rotating all the way around from the back.
God, imagine you use a alarm bot here, it would actually save you.
Spotting it set up there in window. Just slowly, steadily making his way
so hard,
forward.
like
Kohibi
literally
Trying to assess
Anywhere's a
every
question
single
mark. Like all of this.
place here on this site, every inch. Make sure that
Ooh, plants at the
10
back.
seconds left.
Hold
she
up.
chooses the right place to plant. Does so
it's
here
not
at
like
back sight, but
Oh my
push
god.
out in towards flowers, right?
my
As Kalia swings across,
No way.
dodging out the vision.
That's crazy.
Not spotting anything at all. This Kohibe's just hunting
So
towards the
first
opposite
tap,
side.
you're going to be a believer that they're not going to stick it. You can just chill.
Tucks back.
No
The
tap.
The swing in towards Secret. It's going to have to really take the headshot here, but pulls off the angle.
Oh god.
Sends the ult to swap now to the Sheriff.
Oi, oi,
My
oi, that
God.
was sick.
What a thrifty,
Sick
what a
1v3.
clutch. Kohibe
That was nuts.
tying it up at 10-10 with an absolutely just gorgeous
Damn.
performance
Yeah,
in
that was a
decision
lovely
making.
1v3. I didn't
Yep,
win
that
the
was a
aim
nail
angel.
biter. Having to choose by time, you only had
45
what, 15
HP the
seconds
whole
on the
time,
clock to
all three
try
jewels.
check through flowers into Secret.
Damn, dude. That was
It
nuts.
is that big thrifty. Indeed, they get that extra money.
It actually means
off
it's
of that
winnable.
round. Bunch of Sheriffs really paid off. Played that beautifully. Big clutch from Kohibe.
Just monstrous.
Money? Yeah, they want the do the prize pool is good for
Sends-
this.
Right, backpedaling there. Smattering
Shot.
of ults and
Okay,
nail
they might
but
actually win
okay.
because of it.
Crystal
That's
not
insane,
given
isn't it?
any opportunity to participate in
Phoenix
this round.
ult,
Jinx
someone's covered the
swings out,
Phoenix
immediately
ult.
finds the headshot. Alexi though
I-
trying to hold the line, comes up with two. Right click gonna go wide. Kohibe though able to go ahead and put it down, but that is still a decent amount of damage dealt. Solid efforts there from Alexi. As the neural depth reveals all.
Spike planted.
Forsaken Kohibe. Last one.
Gotta play sight against the Astro.
To go forward to get himself under tower. Be watching it. This angle here for the moment as the Cosmic Divide is going to be coming in. The swoop out.
Hey,
They know
good
each other.
awareness from
Popping
him.
up. Just go ahead and back away.
They know the one.
Cosmic Divide not cutting off anybody though.
That's true.
This allows them to
players
narrow
Yeah,
the
they
options.
played very
Swing
well
forward
in terms
through
of
the
who
wall.
has to
Kelly
play
has to find
fast here.
Forsaken Kohibe going to be taken down
That was
once
impressive.
again. Global Zipto.
I thought they were
Going to establish the
gonna
lead.
go corner,
What
Phoenix,
a
or
close,
one person
close
covers
map.
here.
And that, this is just map
Like
number
you would
one.
just Phoenix or one cover here, right?
Alexi did so well with the knives at play. Didn't get the third, but that's okay. Just dealt a lot of damage. Beginning damage already right off the bat. Despite Jing dealing first blood, opening the map wide open. At the end, Alexi just made things even more winnable in that round.
Now, the back and forth may just continue. Run it back, still available here for Jing. Crystal just one kill away from tying it up against him. And considering how things had started, that is just so damn impressive here for Crystal. Something going to be noted here, the recon not getting cleared quite immediately there.
Okay, now this is a hard round. How do you retake
Notice
this
here
one?
on this B side, reposition once again from Alexi, just moving up in towards tower. Something jumps up over the top.
Crazy hard
Drifts
retake.
down,
We got
spike now, planted behind
Sova
the
or
box.
Phoenix or
Gonna
Astra
try to
or
get themselves out of here, but
like PRX would have to mess up.
Came up just in time. Cosmic Divide now going to be invested as well here from Tara. They're trying to make this unassailable. Shock Dart goes forward. Kelly eats a little bit of that damage, down to 77. Still, though, these post plans have been so rough from PRX. They desperately need one here to stop Global Zip.
It's weird that they didn't play anyone on site.
Yeah. Don't want that overtime either. After the lead that they've built, Cosmic Divide expires.
What are we doing? Smoke, spike, try body block or
Push
something?
around and through halls. Run it back now. Getting popped here from Jing. Looking to try to go ahead and move forward. Scout things out. The timer, however, ticking. The spike not being held whatsoever. Swing out starting to come through. Something able to find one. Something finding another. But there's just too much time having
Oh
been
my God,
bought.
just on the edge as well.
Damn near everybody going to be taken down here. Something and Tara will
Yeah, the
survive.
money's okay.
This is
Crystal
tied up now.
maybe a little
11
bit
to
rough.
11. Global Zip, though, this time the ones stumbling a bit on the retake. And that's going to
Yeah.
force a timeout immediately.
No one was able to tap the spike despite the smoke coverage already on top of it.
My thoughts on
PRX
Jing's
was
agent
able
pool. I mean, he
to
looked good
apply
on
so much pressure
Killjoy, so I think
on top
it's.
of the Cosmic Divide.
I mean, in this patch,
We get
it
to
looks
see,
fine. He can play Killjoy
you know, a
if
session
they
with the
wanna.
coach here with
If they want to
Global
Killjoy,
Zipto. I mean,
and
understandable. They've had
he can play a Phoenix.
wonderful performances on
He
their
can play a
on
Raze,
their
which
retakes
is arguably one of the
constantly
better
every
duelists
single
at the
time.
moment
He
with all of
has
the
been a point of contention.
Neon and.
But that time,
dude, Neon
well,
keeps on getting
they had the
nerfed, and
lack
Jack
of
keeps on
time.
getting like
Pressure was
hit by the
building,
strays every single time.
and a lot
so
of space. was really garnered by
Deadlock as well,
PRX,
yeah.
especially
I think
the
it's
run
so
of that
fun,
pressure
especially for
coming
this
from
current
Jing
meta
as
in
well.
terms of where the agents are at.
I mean, this was probably the most frazzled that we've seen.
His agents are
Global
pretty
Crypto look
appealing.
This entire
if anyone-
tournament.
That's true.
Was this round right here? Seemed like for the most part, they've been pretty on point. You know, I'd say that the closer rounds, ones where they've not quite been able to scrape by with a victory, it's at least been, you know, them having a solid game plan that just ends up getting picked apart. This one, the retake, it completely just out of their depth, out of their comfort zone there. So I like the timeout call here.
Would he play
Just make
Raze
sure
on
that
Lotus? I have no idea what they're going to do for
Slowdown in
Lotus.
communication isn't coming through. Still just 2 rounds away from taking this opening map.
Something is
Now
going to
with that-
have
after
to
that round win,
play
so too is PRX. So pressure has
Fade,
been
right?
stacking up
Is
for
probably
both of
what's
these
going to
teams.
happen. He'll
Lexi
play Raze. Forsaken will play
push out,
Cypher.
no, isn't going to go for the
Something
wider
like that.
swing here.
Honestly, the big play there is to
This
put
out
something on
these 3
Chamber.
players that are slowly creeping up towards Art Kelly S. Jiggling on the corner. Spots out Jing, backs away.
Still has that Arc Rose to set up. Plant that flash. Lots to clear, but they have an idea.
Oh my goodness.
Go back away. Still set up on an angle, but no one going to be giving Alexi the time of day here. It's just going to be the wraparound to that B site once again.
Where's the wall? Yeah.
As you were right when you said they want to avoid Kelly S's setups, and well, they spotted him on the A side of the map. They said, well, let's just go to B once more.
And every single time the swap
Yeah,
tries to
and-
happen for
but
Kelly
these
S,
kill
they
trips might get
immediately go to
something.
A as well. They really are
should
good at
run.
identifying where it is and now lockdown being placed in.
Well, that gives them a good heads up that they go in
Rotations
here.
start
We
to
get the
come through.
rotate out.
Forsaken.
We have the judge for
Spike in
retake
hand
of it.
for the
Honestly, the
moment.
judge
Like
is
to pass that off to somebody
pretty
else to
good
get the
for
flank
getting
down.
back here. Someone always
He'll
plays
just
like
move up forward,
close. You're
in
good for
towards the
one.
corner to try to get this, but I mean, already lockdown has been used. No one detained. Spike now planted. Forsaken needs to get out of there, given that he has the Hunter Sphere online. For now, he's just going to be tucked back around the corner now. Shifts his way back towards the pillar. Hot hands at the ready here from Jing. Looking at Molly off this access point under tower. Sends it. Poppy going to be the one cut off for the moment as Alexi gets taken down. Something with the Guardian able to find one. Hunter Sphere now going to be opened up as something finds another. Kelly S and Ari all hitting the
Dude, the
floor.
wall in afterplant's
And
nice,
now with just 2
man.
players
Wall
left
that now
and
gets
no
heaven
money
from here.
realistically to speak of here. Crystal, Poppy are likely going to have to try to back away. Poppy's going
The
to be
wall's
good
pretty
for
underrated,
one. Put
I would
something
say.
on the floor, but
There's some nice
in the
stuff
end,
you can
Crystal
do.
here with the judge is going to look for some exits. We'll be able to come up with one, maybe a second. Maybe just around the corner. Tries to sprint out.
Okay,
but Jane will
PRX.
go ahead, turn back to get the elimination.
One chance.
PRX not allowing for that timeout to find success. They get themselves up to map point, but given how this map has been going, Rico, especially in the second half, I will not be too shocked if we get ourselves overtime, which I believe would be the first
Wow, you
overtime
had to
of
say
this
it, didn't
tournament.
you?
Yeah, that's correct. It is definitely a very big possibility. They've been exchanging thrifties here and there throughout this entire map. It has been incredibly intense, but they do have enough money for some
Dude, he
a
gets
bit
no
of a
armor.
weaker shield.
goes here.
It's still quite the strong buy alongside
No
Hunter's
armor,
Fury.
Silver.
This could be another B hit. It is only Alexi guarding that area.
Oh boy, Alexi's in trouble. What's the timing like at the peak? Yeah.
Bulldog, and there's the swing out. Something quick to collect it. And that might just be the beginning of the end.
Let's see the flank set up by Kelly S and Poppy. Perhaps this is going to work, but
Anything
going
to
to get
stop
spotted
the
by the
plan?
alarm bot. Might be a bit of a dicey
Oh, I
situation
thought we were
or
going to try
location.
Silver. Yeah.
Oh, look at
Okay,
the
we
flick,
got a
look at the
chance
knives,
now.
And Ari
Huge kill.
has managed to bring it back to a bit of parity. Crystal.
It's pretty much going to go down to Tara's jaws, right?
It's been so damn good
Yeah.
about finding
Oh my god, Tara's
eliminations
going to
with
own
this.
this, right? Is someone going to bait this out?
Find a kill.
Tell me someone
Could
baits
be enough,
this.
but double push around the back. Tara noting this, calling for some reinforcements.
Whoa.
They now look to all face forward in towards Club. Jing able to find one. The Hunter's Fury now
Okay, they're one of the
coming
most
through, but
important jaws. We got no
it's not
vision block.
sent
We got one
over
cage. You
towards
could
where
probably
all
time
the
it.
players from PRX are at. The plant is here,
got the
wide
tech.
open.
Cage triggered.
Ooh.
It's 3v2. The cage to try to hold things down to half. The shot's now starting to
It's
ring
gonna
out.
end
Crystal
like
does
here
well
and
to
just gonna
find
get shot.
one, but the defuse, is it actually going to be held? No! So very close, but just can't quite get it done.
That was good. It was a
will
good
go
try
ahead
though.
and
I
find
honestly
that
was impressed you
elimination.
got that so close,
And
considering how many
PRX will
rounds they
start
got
off
there.
this grand final 1-0
Got
with
real,
a
real
victory on
close.
Pearl.
The
What a
1v3
nail biter.
bailed them out, chat.
The
The
cage just
1v3 and
expiring at the
45
very
HP
last moment, so they knew
really
exactly
bailed them out.
where to shoot their shots. But it started off again on the first half. PRX with a dominating 4-round win. But eventually what kept closing in on in after the swap, that the retakes, and of course can't forget about this moment from Crystal and something with the knives that allowed, you know, something to get that big operator time and time again almost every single round.
Well, I mean, some great moments all throughout. I mean, Jing with the 4K there. Ivy's clutch, absolutely fantastic. Crystal the whole way throughout. There's some great moments already just here in map 1, so I'm very much looking forward to how the rest of this is going to develop. But this is us seeing Global Zipto shaken up kind of for the first time in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it was
So
a close,
rock
it was a
steady
close map.
this whole way throughout, but this time unable to complete that run back on this map. And given this was their pick, that could be a potential cause for concern for the remainder of this series. So
3-1.
we're going to have
Yeah, I
to
have
fire
no idea
back
really.
even stronger in that next map of mine.
It should be relatively close. Like that was
That's true.
really close.
They, especially yesterday, you know, we get to see some wonderful moment from
What round
everybody
was the 1v3?
over at PRX. But as we take a look at the first kill stats,
Great question.
it is dead even.
Is around the
kill
20th.
kills.
19, you're saying? Yeah, that might be right.
1-1 on Thrifties.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at
I mean,
look
the
how
second
even
half
this is.
especially delivered some
Damn, I'm telling
crazy
you.
back
Wait,
and forth between these two
why is it not
squads.
here though?
But
You're telling me that's not a clutch?
yeah, PRX, I don't know, able to just
Riot?
grind away at them a little bit more, just work down Global round after round. And for them to be able to recover, especially after the catastrophic start in the second half, you know, that run back, the double
That was a
force that they
thrifty?
basically had to really just break down that economy that basically
What?
wasn't even
That's how
delivering
they do
kills
it?
or
That's
spike
so
plants.
shit.
I think it speaks a lot.
That's so bad. You're
to
telling me that's
the
how they do
perseverance
that?
of the players, but
If it's a
Jing,
thrifty,
incredible
it
on
doesn't
the Phoenix
count as a
ever. Got slowed down a
1v3?
lot, as did most of everyone on the side of
Chad, that
PRX. I remember at one
cannot
point he
be
was,
right.
you know,
That's
19,
so
7, 5, ends up
dumb.
in 25 and 16. So
Oh
at one
my
point, there was a lot more
goodness.
dying than there was killing happening here for the Phoenix, and that was the time where Crystal was kind of catching up and looking to overtake with his 24 and 15 score.
Oh yeah, especially with the Guardian shots and the Sheriffs on the pistol rounds. Crystal is really can be always pretty scary
not
no matter
both?
what
Yeah,
weapon.
why not both?
But of
That's
course,
what I'm
our
saying.
MVP
At the very
is
least, why not
Jing,
both?
especially during the first half, just as you mentioned, just having to maximize that run it back, having
That's the dumbest
very
thing. That's
fast
one of the
and
dumbest
swift
things I've had for a long
3K,
time.
one of the
Okay,
rounds,
we'll be back in a little bit,
just
champ.
really such a scary player, especially during those times.
Yeah, I mean, if we were voting for this and not just going off the general statistics,
Okay, back on
I'd
the-
probably actually give this to Kohibi on this map, just because
True.
that one clutch, it felt like that was what kind of saved them and allowed them to get into position to close out this map for real. But either way, it was a solid effort from everybody on the side of PRX. Global Zipto, though, having their work cut out for them. We'll see how they bounce back as we get ready to go over to PRX's map pick a bind when we come back from the break.
Under the bridge, around the bend, believe so much you sow. Through the woods beyond the factory to get a fix of rock and roll. Get your rock and roll here, it's time to party. Every day, every year, let's get it started. Come on, get your rock and roll here, it's time to party. Every day, every year, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Get your rock and roll here. Get your rock and roll here. Get your rock and roll here. your rock and roll here, it's time to party. Every day of the year, let's get it started. Get your rock and roll here. Get your rock and roll here. It's time to party. Somebody say, hey, that not good for me. When I would cut my eye, and I see the signs, I cry 'cause I don't wanna be down. I don't wanna be down. I used to, I just see in my somebody say, that not good for me. When I would cut my eye, and I see the signs, I cry 'cause I don't wanna be down. No, I don't think I don't wanna be down. At least today, I just see in my
My thoughts are racing every time I see you. Since that one time I accidentally saw you in the nude. This way I'm trying to be good. Please believe me, I'm not thinking stopping you. Wish I could just get you off my
Alrighty, we are back. It's now time to go into our second map of this series, our grand final, as PRX coming away with the win. Things got very messy, very down to the wire on Pearl, but PRX were the ones able to clutch it out in the end, 13-11. This close, just about from going into our first overtime of this tournament, but unfortunately haven't seen that yet. But we have Bind coming up. We know PRX love to tool around with a couple different things here. The rain is always possible, but the last time out, we got to see that Yoru as well as the, why is my brain not working here? Yoru Raze combination here
yes.
from Jing and Forsaken. So I'm excited if that comes back through as well.
Yeah, honestly, it's also the very first time, right, we get to see Global Zipto be rattled a little bit, as again, it's an entirely new look, at least for this tournament, as they've always been 2-0ing a lot of their series since day number 1. But just as you said, the Yoru and the Raze, it does feel like you have to have second thoughts getting in between Hookah and the teleporter, or else you might get sandwiched with a lot of these heavy utility, heavy flashes, and just a lot of the coordination of a lot of the PRX players has. So it's a little bit scary to think about, especially you have to think about global esports as bouncing, trying to bounce back after that close game on Pearl.
Yeah, I think they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, letting that first half end up, being as one-sided as it was to begin with, as well as just not being able to find that victory secured on their map pick. So curious to see what the bounce back is going to look like here from Global Zipto as we get ready to jump into Bind. But this is kind of the scenario that I was talking about,
right?
And the one that worries me when it comes down to trying to get into that map 5 situation is seeing the Pearl end up going the way of PRX. Because if they come in here and they're able to just take this Bind, if they still continue to look really strong, and then still have good adjustments on Ascent, maybe it's going to be out of the cards. But I'm hoping that we can see, at the very least, that split here. But, yeah, hopefully we just get tied up. Let's just trade wins on each other's map picks. How about that?
Yeah, that could be a possibility over here on this big grand finals. You get to see, again, Global Zipto having to watch the matches yesterday when they saw that PRX victory on Bind. Again, a lot of aggression. They know that B will be pretty much camped by something. Tara is going to be that, big stalwart defense on Bath. So they have a pretty good idea on who's going where. I guess it's one of those things where how do you have to flush them out of there in their respective positions? Or how do you even deal with the 1v1s? I mean, they were able to do so. But at the very tail end of Pearl, that big 1v1s has been going in favor of something and towards Jing or, Kohaibi as well.
All right, well, taking a look, it is going to be an adjustment here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Double Sentinel from the side of PRX as Forsaken is going to be playing the Deadlock. And Jing sticking to the raid, so not going to be seeing the double duelist. Instead, it's just going to be a mirroring of the compositions.
Yeah, no, Yoru. Yeah, you're right. It is going to be a little bit of a battle of the Sentinels here. Having to just really have that big fortress swapping defense over defense with the Cypher and the Deadlock. It is going to be quite the challenge to try and clear everything all out, unless you have something that is able to destroy that with either the Sova. You do have your pain shells as well from Kelly S and Jing. I'm excited about this. Kelly S versus Jing as well. The double raise. We'll start here as Global Zipto is going to start on
missed this one chat.
defensive
Hello.
PRX on the attacking side.
What kind of comps you got?
For now,
Been crazy.
PRX anticipating a massive push out from Connector.
Dude, people hate fighters so much on this
walk
map.
Up as Shower Orb about to be taken. Swing coming through, and 2 kills quickly going to be collected. The Sheriff now upgraded over in towards Forsaken's hands as the wraparound starts coming in here from
Forsaken Deadlock.
desperately trying to get themselves over towards the A side, but Jing already positioning in deep. Wall going to be set up here from the barrier mesh. That's going to flush them over in towards heaven. And getting out from here going to prove to be pretty damn
Crystal
difficult.
Deadlock as well, yeah.
Sights are set up
I just hate this comp, but
as the Molly.
people
not
win
quite
with
gonna
it.
bounce up to where they
So
wanted.
I guess we can't complain too much. Sonia,
It's
hello,
okay.
hello.
Yeah, it's okay.
17
It's still
months,
funnel
thank you,
on to
thank you.
heaven. They don't have to
Appreciate
worry
that,
about
Sonia. Thank
anything
you so
else.
much, dude. Appreciate all the gift and everything
Push
you've
out,
done for me.
something collecting one, ignores the boom bot, turns back down for it. Something once again off to a hot start here with the fade. The 3K in the pistol as PRX pull off a flawless.
Yeah, PRX, they're definitely accelerating the pace, starting from Pearl. Just not allowing any sort of quietness or silence before the storm. They stack up, immediately
Yeah, he was calm with us.
catching, Global
Something with
Zipto
Fade.
off guard, trying to
Yeah,
get
this
the
is what
orb.
I
and the
imagine
rest
he'll
is
play
pretty
on
much
Lotus,
history,
I don't
having
know.
that big numbers advantage. And having an incredible post plant with the Deadlock, the meshes, and the sonic sensors.
The off-season's
can
been really good for
prove to be deadly,
PRX.
especially
Just
if
purely for
Forsaken remains
trying
alive after.
stuff. Like it's been good for
Part 2.
Part 2 indeed.
everyone
Pistol
to try
around
different
the corner, just
agents.
the classic in hand, and well, it's not Jing with the Spectre, it's
And get
something with the
confidence.
Ghost. Finds that
What is this
elimination
buying?
A-site once again.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
not- they didn't
broken
invest the
open.
most into
Cam
it. At
spotting
least
out
they got
multiple
heavy
players,
armor
will
though.
just get cleared
You would
as
say that.
see what they can make happen.
The pressure of the outlaw means that no one's going to be buying it.
Lobbed in.
And I
Oh,
prefer,
and
like,
Jing
this buy is
rushing in towards
okay on
backside.
attack. On
Over
defense,
his
you get
life.
most rounds. But
There's a couple little
dude, something must be
odd
crazy
plays
close to
come
ult,
through.
too.
They end up losing out on Tara as well as Jing, who look to try to get a little bit more aggressive, but it's another 3K for something with a Ghost in hand. Why does he use any other weapon? I don't know, but he's up 6-0-1, and PRX now have 2-round victories behind them.
He
does
doesn't
he
need,
just buy
doesn't
an
need
op
a Spectre,
here?
doesn't need that Sheriff.
He must be
Ghost is all
tempted.
something needs. Even
Okay, yeah, he does buy an op.
Wow, okay. It is towards that big operator buy, and two orbs left for Nightfall again. These numerous frags just leading up to a big ult economy. Now this, I wonder if they're ready for this over and long.
They're going to go
Let's
close
see.
here, the jump
Give it
spot as
over.
well. There we go. It's a great
Peek,
shot.
There's the shot. Something.
I like the idea though. You put one close, you can hear the jump spot, and then he peeks.
Immediately finds value. Just, I mean,
No way, the
Crystal out
fade
and
eye
starting
as
these
well
rounds.
hit.
Yeah.
That's giant.
thing to be doing here.
And then because of the fade eye, you can Prowler, and then the Prowler reveals the Cypher's all the way out. Okay, they had to try to take some space. They went for elbow with the op. The op went elbow through a smoke.
Down the operator on the floor for the moment. Boom bot. Ooh, spots out one. Kelly S is the smoke.
Tara pick up the
Spawns. Good to find one. Looks for a little bit more here to Forsaken, but an area able to push their way forward here.
Tara has a
towards the edge of
molly.
Hookah. Tara, the molly at the ready.
Yeah, we got the window lineup.
Can bank
Oh,
it
we have
off
the window
wall.
lineup.
Trying to go for the delay.
Player standing.
No way.
High beat trying to open things up
Super
a bit. The
doable,
molly
to
is
be
in
honest.
play, but it's all down to Tara now on her lonesome. Couple players.
wait for the molly
low on
to
HP.
end.
Alexi just around the corner. The defuse getting started. Poppy at
Getting
full
this
HP.
up.
The swing out of the smoke, and Alexi
The
snappy
two
with a
people
headshot.
holding were like low
Puts them
HP.
down,
I was
and
like,
the
well,
operator
honestly.
ends up being lost.
Equalaris with the prime. Thank you, thank you.
Looks like
Appreciate
yes,
the
they do
19
have it
months.
there.
This fight
As
isn't over.
The person at long wins that
Not
sure. I think
allowing
that's a different
for
round.
bonus conversion this time around.
Also, something's a
Yeah,
lunatic.
that was a little bit
Like,
scary
I don't know if we see
knowing
a second
that,
death here, but
Crystal, you mentioned
his first
constantly
death,
being
obviously.
the victim of first
But
blood.
he just
in
sent it
3 rounds
through
in a row.
smoke
And
with an
constantly
op.
being found. If not in bats, though, surprise, I moved on to long, and
And then he
yet you
gave him
guys
an
are
op.
still here. Paper X, though, able to build up that aforementioned Nightfall. And, you know, something, any gun that he carries, definitely still a threat to still behold. And now, bats fight once more.
Swing out. Kelly S able to go ahead and
nice
utilize
shots to
that
the
carryover
fade eye.
operator.
I like this from
Straight
Paper
back
X.
down
That's
their
what I want to
fade.
see all the time. Wait,
Cypher gone on the opposite side.
how did they?
Very holding. Do they realize?
What? Did the trip come in late?
Oh, my.
How's he even gotten to this position? Either way.
Did he prowler the
Sure.
trip
Might
and
be able to
then
read
walk
this one at
past?
all.
Yeah.
Difficult one
Oh.
to try to crack and suss out there is swing out. I guess able to find one showstopper drawn through, finds the third, looks for
Oh, no,
Tara.
it doesn't get
Can't quite make it
rewarded.
happen. Something trying to
That
strike,
goes
caught
back
up by the
into it.
tripwire. They
That's incredible.
gotten past the first time. Spike is going to be brought over as the Nightfall comes through. Cage Pop and Prowler on the hunt. The swing
No
out into
way.
the open, and Harry just holding their ground is able to find the elimination.
I just don't think you expect
Can
Crystal
come
here
in.
this early.
Molly, as well as the orbital strike, still online here for Tara.
Oh, Crystal didn't insta walk out. There's a chance.
Versus Crystal just back.
We
up,
know
trying
for
to get
sure that
situated
we have the
over
lineup.
towards
It's a
elbow,
different plan
swings
though,
the
okay.
corner out to safety.
But you got
fast
Brimhole.
enough. Crystal reads this wisely. He's slowly creeping up from behind, and there is no read here from Tara.
Do we
at
get
all,
round the
but
corner? Oh my god, it
playing
could be
ring around the
nuts.
rosy a bit.
I think she doesn't get round the corner,
Get
but
themselves out towards the doorway fast enough.
okay,
The answer's
very
gonna
nice
be
from
no.
Crystal. Respect.
Patiently,
Got
Crystal,
over towards the spike, realized that
it
she didn't have
pays
enough
off.
time to go over towards
Finds
long.
the kill, gets the defuse, will be tied up
Crystal
at 2-2.
played it well.
Gotta love that decision making coming from Crystal on these 1v1s. You know, not knowing that you had the time, knowing where it was planted in the first place, process of elimination. I'm not gonna tap the spike to not reveal my position, and just being much faster when it comes to that movement. But you know, you get to see
I think Kelly has to
early
great as well,
fights.
to be
Kelly Guess
honest.
getting a lot of these frags to boil down to a 1v1.
The Cypher kill? Yeah, the Cypher
Even
kill was
saw
giant.
something having to sneakily go past the tripwire
I liked
and into hookah.
something's plan that was cool though.
But unable to carry the kill off of Venerius.
was really,
a
really
little bit of a
cool.
delayed kill. But it's Paper Rex back on this eco. Jing
How
with
did he
a
get past the
Bucky.
trip? No,
Really
he
excited to see
prowled
where
and
this-
then
he's gonna
while
send
it
himself
hit the
flying.
prowler, he walked
It
past.
could be towards A. Oh,
One absolute
Something's
shot.
just wide
Yeah.
swinging with the sheriff. And he's outgunning Kelly S. Takes him down from top of truck. Finds
Huh.
that one. Orbital strike.
Wait, that was pretty cool idea.
Hoping that they
Wait.
vault somebody into a corner. They have not. Lexi here at Shower is still able to find one.
Oh my god,
He's gonna
something's
take
a
him down, but
lunatic.
something comes
I like
up
the
with
idea
yet
though,
another.
the
As
wall
this
to
is
back
just
his
a
sight,
classic
lock him in,
Paper X
and then you
round.
all on
Press
top.
W,
Dude, this is a
rush
nuts
it
round.
down.
We had some cool stuff. We had a cool
Come away
little
with a
combo that
thrifty
didn't actually
win
pay
to
off, but again, it's
regain
still
the
kind of
lead.
sick.
Weapon
and
needing
we
to be
could-
passed.
And then, yeah, I didn't pick up the guns in the end.
dear. Well,
But then we hit some absolute shots from
I think they
something.
might have gotten it there at the very end.
yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Even his util was good
And,
here.
and looking at the replay, we're like,
I like that we have basically not heard a single peep or like not many facial expressions.
Yeah, it's probably the most.
something
He's probably
this
the
entire
happiest
time.
I've ever seen him.
And now he just made it an amazing GIF.
Very true.
Hopefully somebody
Well,
gets to making that
damn,
one there.
dude, that is
my goodness.
Really
Focus on
strong.
Jing, blast packing over to the side, not paying attention to something, and Tara getting absolutely destroyed by the paint shells. Now they're on to Kelly S. Jing deafened for the moment. It's out his own
Yeah,
game,
on
but
the eco, go for an insta combo.
similar scenes to the previous round, but this time it's Global who are looking to shut them down and pull off a thrifty of their own.
It's quite a possibility.
Dude, and then we
They
go
are
into
gonna
the
get funneled
judge.
through
Oh
Hugo,
man,
which is
it's
just
a really
infested with
devastating
Zipto
round
members.
for Paper X. Wait,
Luminary. A little bit of damage found there. They're on the prowler. YB very much worried about that push from behind. He's going to try to creep forward.
dude, look at that
Close the
little
gap
sliver.
Judge in hand. There's the reveal.
Perfect.
More than enough. As it now falls to Kohibi to once again try to pull off a miracle clutch.
Annihilation.
Taps for the plant. Hears the footsteps. Knows that Crystal's going to be here.
30
That lab
seconds left.
goes for it once again, but Crystal
Double
remaining
TP and
stagnant.
Crystal's own this.
TP in from behind, and as they go for the swing,
Hey,
Crystal.
lovely little combo on
It's a
short
little
though.
bit too fast on the draw.
On the eco, gets him a
Finds the
double
shot.
straight away.
And we stay
Just from
tied up
two
at
bits of
3-3.
util.
Yeah, not even needing the annihilation. It's thrifty after thrifties, and it all started here with this, with his paint shell kill with the 2K. Unable to find the trade-off of Kelly S, and things were just falling apart one by one. But again, gotta hand it to something. Constantly cycling through a lot of these weaponry. It's a gun showcase for something. Back to the operator we go, and long will be the point of contention.
Rush out from Jing, trying to catch a Neri here. Swung out wide, but instead it's just going to be clear the cam.
There.
All out from Crystal. Just cutting off access here on short.
Is Deadlock Cypher finally good? I mean, it's just not good on this
No one
map,
peeking out,
but
getting any kind of opportunity there to something.
people use it. This is a better way. The GE are probably playing it one of the better ways I've seen because they're heavy holding
So much to
hookah.
clear out.
Like they,
No information.
there's a chance
just
they have a
yet.
better
They're
understanding
also
than
pulled
most
back
people that
on the
play
side
this
of
comp.
Global Zipto. Now it's
Because
forcing
we
the
are
timer to
putting a
run through
lot of
and
util
Paper X
into actually
needs
holding
to
hookah.
Sort of select where to go.
Okay, there's the trip. Spotted out by the Prowler. This time, not able to quite secure anybody in behind it. As, ooh, Kelly.
I know exactly
Yes,
where.
just staying quiet, trying to retreat. Should be able to get away from this. A showstopper. Will have expired by now.
Still,
Doesn't
can
still
you
get
even do
spotted
this?
out.
With the deadlock
Paint
still
shells go
on?
his way. Gets started. Tucks back
Wait,
into the
deadlock's
corner.
down. I mean, maybe. It's still
He's gonna
crazy
stay
hard.
alive, but 3 players left alive.
It's
Annihilation
like
here
Fade
from
Eye.
Crystal.
Hope that the Fade Eye
Find
can
an
choke you
opening
on.
pick. A couple key standard positions that you would expect to spot somebody at, but given the players falling to the wayside, he can't commit it here. And especially now that he's on his lonesome, I think it would be a bridge too far. Time just
Where's
not
the money
quite
at?
on their side here. Crystal going to see if he can
Can't
get
buy.
any additional value. Knows that the economic situation for Paper X
Yeah, the save gun
still
might
not
mean that they
too
can
great, but ultimately
buy
will
healer.
have to just back away. Picks up the Vandal, goes his separate ways. Paper X once again continuing to just have this swing back and forth in the rounds.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
need for the
knowing
enemy
that
to
the
suffer.
operator's still in,
Kill them
well,
fast.
pretty much operational on the side of something. Still good, kept economy, leading into that big win. That big funnel from Halls might be a bit too tricky for that retake, but we'll see. Crystal has been holding on to this annihilation for the perfect moment, and Kelly S has his own operator to match something, but so far, statistics-wise, it does feel like something has been winning a lot of these 1v1s, these
Dude,
initial
optional.
contact plays.
He has been. Oh, rushing
Whoa.
forward. No way for Crystal to get the heck out of there. Boombot causes a little bit of a minor distraction. Paint shells to clear the close corner.
Dude,
Nightfall.
insta TP
considered
for
here
the
from
deadlock
Alexi.
walls here.
Ops descended over towards short. It's going to connect onto 4 players as Annihilation does get sent out, but will not find the touch. So kill not coming through,
Dude,
not getting that
he
pull
used a
forward.
lot of ults and got nothing for it.
Empty-handed here at the end of the day is Forsaken. Alexi though, still fighting back, finding Kohibi. Something has the op in play. Swing out from Poppy, exiting out of showers, swaps out
I mean,
over to the Vandal.
Forsaken's beyond dead.
This Global Zipto gets himself
Did he
closer
get
and
out of
closer
there?
to
Oh my
The
god.
spike. 3v3. Forsaken slides forward, taking this close angle. Boombot reveals. Has to
How?
jump back. Here's the flashback up on top of the box. The push out of the smoke. Forsaken able to find the second. And now Inari is going to be forced to backpedal.
Yeah, this
Getting in
is
towards
a
the site.
big,
Swing
big
out.
round.
Forsaken immediately
There's
finds
so
the third
many
headshot.
ults.
And PRX not allowing for Global Zip to
Brim
continue
ult,
nipping at their
fade
heels.
ult, got nothing
They will
really
stretch the
for
lead by
it.
2 rounds
And then
once more.
Cypher ult, but then didn't
Ooh, killer
spam.
instincts from Forsaken, really in full bloom here, knowing, hearing the satchel.
I don't know why no one
smoke,
spammed Forsaken.
The read that Kelly S is going to go on top of the box as well, and having just have these snappy shots.
Oh shit.
I think at the very end he thought he was going to tie to the spike. Oh, boy. Well, clearly,
Yeah,
PRX
that's so good.
still having fun. Poppy just going to be sitting out the molly, trying to stop the approach here. Might be early rotations. I mean, full sheriff purchase. Only a couple players having these half armors, 2 without any armor whatsoever.
Oh, it's close. That was a good try.
Paint shells here. Poppy able to get back around the wall, though. Protected enough for the K. Will go away, and Alexi finds a great first shot. Jing getting taken down. Forsaken, however, turns back over towards the teleporter.
Jeez.
Finds one, tries to remove the net.
Yeah,
Still swing out. Finds
still
that kill, and
kinda-
now the spike is going to be stranded.
Make it look so hard to take
Suddenly,
hookah.
once again, potential thrifty here. For Global Zip, but something is still fighting back. Annihilation gets dodged.
Oh, it hits
Nightfall
both.
built up. Scent goes over towards
that
the
was
players, and
nice.
Kohlheime is ready.
That's unlucky, 'cause
pushing
I feel like
back
G
forward
played
here
this pretty
into
well.
Hookah, mows them down for the 3K. And PRX, they bailed themselves out of a sticky situation.
Yeah, I thought that would have been another thrifty. This tripwire just gaining so much value from Inari. I mean, just really force the push and just play through that contact. And of course, you have to see like Kohlheime be really happy about that one, especially the constant, presence that she's able to play out ever since Perlin as well. Kelly S does have that showstopper, so I imagine this could be activated here as soon as they have an inkling that A might be that target.
Nice shot.
Oh, 1-for-1 over here at B long. Crystal able to take down Kohlheime. They lose Inari, so just a trade on the ciphers for here. As Prowler checking forward. Jing still feeling comfortable enough. Will grab
And
the
it goes
orb.
down to the fade eye, right?
2 away from that
A little bit, 'cause I
showstopper.
feel like Pappy could own this.
Like after that
They
first
might have
contact
just
on the
dodged a
trade
bullet.
pass over on B.
This is up still for like another
Still
20
wanting
seconds.
to rotate towards this side of the map. They'll start working their way back through. 3 players now set up on A. Crystal on
I
his
thought
lonesome.
it's 40
Needing
seconds.
to be the hero, needing to try to at least go equal, if not trade up here. On the line, the swing coming through. Finds the first one, looks for the second. Can't quite
Dude, the
make it
mid-rounding
happen.
here was pretty nice from PRX, to be honest.
Yeah, sonic
Sights
sensors.
wide open now.
Gone.
How'd you even retake this now?
But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a rough retake. It's going to be a travel. They're already rushing through. No ults for this except
Ooh.
showstopper.
Dude, we got
They're
some
gonna find one. Great
combos
combination.
going on.
Forsaken gonna be caught. Now the showstopper. It's already been built up. Went away from another paint shell here.
Dude,
Kelly
that
S.
was like the VIP that they had to kill
Now
as
with
well,
the
because now
player
the trips
advantage,
go off, and that's actually
Just
doable.
be able to make this
And
happen.
you got Razor to send it in.
The Molly's already been committed. Nothing else for the post plant available to the side of PRX. The showstopper drawn out. Jing finding one before getting eliminated, but it all falls down to Tara. We heard her yesterday saying that this is her map. Can she prove that here once more? The defuse being held. The swing forward. Finds the first one. Tucks back around the corner.
Oh, it's
It's
unlucky.
happened.
It was a nice
On the
try.
re-swing, Kelly S will be able to find the elimination. Bailing it GE out of yet another round loss.
GE, they're doing some
Get
good
up to
combos,
4,
yeah.
but it's still so very costly.
Oh yeah, it was all boiling down to Kelly S, that lone player. And speaking of lone players, Crystal, all in his lonesome onto Hookah, at least finds a trade to make this round a bit doable. Tara felt like it was so close for her to get this clutch, but Kelly S was just so ready for that peak. And now PRX, they do have a lot of ultimates to work with, including the neural theft. After that one orb, we'll have to see. Barrier mesh is constantly being a threat onto short. Showstopper right
sent
away.
immediately. Jing blast packing his way in through showers.
Damn, that's cool.
Seeking target, sends it.
Wait,
Probably going to be
that's
taken
cool.
down. Just playing off of that lobbed in net. Lexi, kind of missing the opportunity there for a brief little moment, but as she turns back, we'll be able to
Holy
find
hell,
Jing.
look at the trades.
Ivy as well.
1v2.
As things get so very messy so very quickly. Just as C is available here for something. As he gets the spike planted, shifts across.
All the combos, yeah,
Towards
yeah,
showers.
this is awesome though.
The wall holding them back here for the moment.
Run away from the Razor. And then you go
First,
back
although
side, you
reads
get
have
hit by
been
the
clean.
crouch.
Can he get another one here? It
pretty
looks
sick.
like something's going to make it a little bit easier. Creeps back forward, but they're actually going to double tuck in through
Yeah,
lamps.
the deadlock is comboing well with a lot of stuff.
Sees Haunt. Thrown. Net available. Lobbed in. Haunt quick cleared. As the Seas goes in. Swing out, looking for the headshot. He's able to find it, but the hold at the half
Yeah,
already
I mean, every
completed.
single time it's
Crystal
come down
will
to
be
like
able
a
go ahead and scoop
1v2.
this one up, and Global Zipto.
This is a very good
These
score
last
with this
several rounds,
comp
and
on
now have an
defense, by the
opportunity
way.
to tie things
Considering they
6-6
lost
and a
pistol
half.
as well, like it's pretty
Ooh,
impressive.
boy, it's getting close to that
normally like
curl
an
once
8-4.
more as we get to see the catch-up. I love this combo, the Gravnet into the Showstopper. But Alexi, a massive set of frags before she falls. And of course, boiling down to the 1v2 to get that trade on the board. Now, PRX back on the buys, but not exactly on the shields. Annihilation still available for Forsaken. Unable to use that so far, as things have been happening so rapidly once they enter the site.
I mean, they really have been. We have 3 ultimates nearly there built up as well for Global Zipto.
Damn, we're using our ult to
Annihilation
clear
check
here as
close
well.
Into Hookah, nothing going to be spotted there. Sensors as well as tripwires set up on the exit from this point. As there's the drop down. Nightfall crashing across, and Forsaken going to be gunned down, and Neri out from elbow, able to find one. Jing with the paint shot,
Manic.
finding another. Cam up over the top. Ping
Windy
reveals coming through
Brimall.
off the Neural Theft. Chaotic starts
Hey,
the
there
cam,
goes
still
Brimall.
not cleared out, and Neri still present. Top of the cage, looks for Jing.
Dude,
Can't
where
quite
are
make it
we?
happen.
Look at what's going on. The smokes, cages, everything.
Out of the smoke, using
Damn,
the
they
boom
got
as a perfect
6. This is a
distraction.
very, like,
And
this
it's
is an
so
insane
well
half
engineered
of
and
this comp,
piloted
really.
there by Neri. Thriving in the chaos. We get tied up 6-6.
Yeah, that was an intense amount of pressure there onto elbow. It hasn't exactly able to get that cleared out. And therefore, a lot
6
of pressure.
is enough.
Now
It should be.
It's a half. Let's go take a short break first.
There's some good stuff in this, to be honest. Impressed by GE. See, GE did, like, in terms of how you play against this comp, I think they, like, macro-wise, I think they did better than most teams I've seen. If not all the teams that I've seen. They just prioritized hookah control. And then they have to use so much to take hookah. Like, the only time they took hookah control was sending 4 and into the deadlock all in. Again, their attack could be not great, but at least their defense and how you play against this comp is good enough.
Alrighty, we are back. Tied up 6-6 here at the half. A solid effort in the end from Global Zipto, running back 3 rounds in a row to bring us to this point. Now, we'll see who's going to be able to gain the lead as we go into the second pistol.
Both teams have the same pistol, where they're going to
Another
wait for a
Bats
fade eye.
contention, a 4-stack
Wait for
at
a
that.
fade eye and then they can
Tara
push.
has to be careful.
Corner here for now. Spots out playing. Takes a tiny bit of damage. Go ahead
Oh my
and
God, it's
throw
a
in that
giant
net.
nade.
Forward, Forsaken, able to find one Jing. His nade
Dude,
comes
double
in as he arrives from
pistols.
behind, frenzy in hand as
That's
well,
so
out of the
rough for
teleporter.
GE.
And the crunch play from PRX looks
This is a nice pistol,
absolutely
though, to be
phenomenal.
fair from them.
Looking like perhaps another flawless end it is here in the pistol. PRX will take the first step here in the second half.
That was over in an instant. I mean, we talked about better be careful if you're going to be stuck in between hookah and the teleporter. They can do the same right outside of baths. That's exactly what happened. The frenzy
They're not
play
hit, no, they're not hit one.
come from
Hit
the
one
side
in the
of
boom pod, right?
PRX, just really decimating the rest of Global Zipto. Next thing you know, the round is over. It is going to be another stack of utility onto B, so they definitely have to think twice, as they may do it again.
Yeah, double
on that
pistol on this one for
teleporter play.
PRX is huge. Might be the reason they win the map, to be honest.
Clear out the haunt. Slow creep up. 5-man death ball, but something waiting. There's the net. Does he just swing the corner? He's thinking about it. Never mind. It's going to be Jing gaining vision first and foremost.
What a shutdown. And
Forsaken
really
is
early on
something.
as well,
Get a
we
tiny piece of
we
the
showed
pie,
them
but
that
the
we're not
lion's share goes
scared
to Jing,
of
who's now one away from the
holding hookah
showstopper.
heavy.
Going into
Trip.
PRX's bonus round.
Trip into
It's the death crunch once more. I mean,
Sensor.
it was an eco, but it's a little bit of a preview of what might happen. It take a bit of time. We're at the outskirts of hookah. A judge
They
could
were
be waiting,
beyond
a
ready for
teleporter
that.
from behind. But this is now quickly onto the bonus. Everything was happening in a blink of an eye. And let's see how Global Zip was able to take advantage of that. So far, unable to create any build-up onto the ultimates. Not as much, but hopefully this may be the round.
Slower start here. Steady creep up. Global Zip down, just working their way forward here towards Garden. Prowler to check.
Prowler
We'll get
goes
a
on to
brief
one
little
as
spot out there
well.
on
Dude, we're going to
Chris, so
full
some
pass and
presence going to be
rotate.
noted. Something with an interesting position to hold here. Wide corner with a judge in hand.
Well,
Jump forward. Yep, not much you're going to be able to do there as Kellyas just
well, what are
arrives
you
up
meant
over
to
the
do?
top.
But like we said,
Showstopper
we
King
already had the
immediately
early
stomps
rotate
him
come
out.
in, so 4 people are just here on
Pain
site.
sent. Teleporter needed to be taken, and already Tara still here on this A side of the map. Crystal waiting to see if there's going to be any kind of pursuit coming through. Nothing noted. Now makes their exit. Tara's just waiting here. Hugging on the corner. Even though there's still 40 seconds remaining. If this spike hits the floor,
remaining.
that may just be the end of it.
No way.
Clear out. Crystal with everything to
Hold
do.
up.
Finds one. Finds the second.
Yeah, we're giving it
Surely.
to him.
We can't keep doing this. Pinged out, stunned for the moment, but the plant can come in. Re-clears it. Now opts to go for the TP back.
That's so
Gotta
funny.
rotate, but gets rid of the wall that gets rid of the kind of chokeholds that he was trying to establish.
It's pretty
One
doable.
sonic sensors, the plant comes in.
Whoa,
seconds left
I
to
didn't
go.
know about that.
Tap.
Oh, okay,
The
well,
swing out.
Remaining.
Predicts it absolutely
13
gorgeously.
HP. Crystal 1v4.
Jing with 13
Crystal
HP would have to be
1v4.
so
Fair play.
on point, and he is
They
not
definitely gave it to
Crystal.
him a little bit at
How
the
does he
beginning.
keep doing this? The 4K
He's a
to
god.
drag
man.
this round
Fair play.
back.
He's a beast.
The game sense is astonishing. The read, the mechanics to back that all up. Having to know that using the barrier mesh, fake a lot of these plants, knowing that there's 10 seconds on the clock, I still have room to bait this tap out for a peek to make it a 1v1. Everything is so crystal clear for Crystal.
This guy, yeah, he's good, dude.
Unbelievable.
He's good.
Just when it was looking like a little bit of a rougher performance from him on the map. And he goes ahead.
Okay, it
and
just means that this is
pulls
a
off
giant
something
round though,
like
right?
that.
We got no one that can buy next. So we got kind of
Something,
one on
however,
each side that can buy next.
Switched. Close corner, but immediately covering fire is going to be taken down as Forsaken ends up dying. Player advantage here to the side of Global Zipto as they look to tie things up at 8-8. Ooh, spot out to an area.
Shot.
They move up though, pressing forward, not anticipating Tara to go for the peek
Dude, look
out.
at the rotate. Just
of
from
Lamp,
one
so
Cypher
no foul.
pressure. My fates left Cypher.
Here.
Whoa.
Over the top of the
That would've been
drop
sick.
down. He's just dancing around. Vibey losing track of him though. Doesn't manage to find Crystal before getting taken down.
Oh my goodness,
Oh, there's
got
the molly, there's
melted
Poppy,
with that.
convert to a
This
crisp.
is nice. Scatter nade into
Hell yes,
Brim
now.
Molly.
Similar scenes.
Whoa.
Low HP with everything
Whoa.
to do. Has the showstopper. Something's pushing forward. But now he can't defuse.
How are they
Played his
winning
hand,
these
it's a
rounds?
clutch. It's another 4K.
How are we
Back-to-back
winning these
insane
rounds? It's
rounds
incredible.
here for Global to tie it up.
And that it's giant because they got an eco
What
now.
are
the
we
hell is
witnessing? I know, it's crazy. It feels like it's an anime fight after an anime fight, having a bunch of these kills to lead into the showstopper, and then I'm fine
dude.
dying. It's okay as long as there's no one to defuse. And of course, Kellyus is gonna be happy about that
Basically
one for
1v3
sure.
as well. It's kind of a 1v4 into a 1v3. He had 13
And
HP for the
still
whole of that, right?
No timeouts in sight.
Yeah.
Just a haunt send here as Crystal Outlaw at the
Yeah,
ready.
and like we said, they had to eco.
Knows that there's going
Dude,
to
I
be
thought he was gonna get
basically
spammed at
zero
one point.
armor. On the
Fair play.
opposite side, Kohibi back away. Needs a tiny bit of damage here. Double setup in hookah. Not finding too many targets coming their way though. It's just an area on the opposite side, slow creeping
Nice
forward.
shot.
Thing with that Bucky may just be able to find something, but looks like he will not. Crystal's going to be taken down all the same though. Kohibi able to
Dude's
find that
getting
kill. Prowler
utilized,
chasing
dumb.
the corner. Lexi at the same time finding something. The spray just narrowly avoiding finding it, but eventually it's the blast pack of all
Oh
things
my
to
goodness.
come up with the goods. Bucky out, Jing just chipping away at them as much as possible, but it's only a couple of pellets connecting. So he'll grab a sheriff. The teleporter will be taken by everyone on the side of Global Zipto. As now they look to slow things up a bit.
Dude, we got
Get
some
out a little bit
low.
more quietly.
Well, I say
Nightfall,
low
give it
HP
over to
is
Alexi
one.
with the orb.
There.
If they open with it,
Fatal's gonna hit all of them.
will connect
Maybe Brim dodges?
onto just about everyone. Narrowly missing here on the Terra.
Oh, what a
Here comes
shot.
the creep up. Jing.
remaining.
Keeping
Oh my
Terra
god.
protected.
Oh my god.
Copies up to
Oh
5-1.
my
And
god.
Jing just... He just goes right back to
Oh
the...
my god.
The 1, 2, 3 with the sheriff in hand.
What's he done there?
What in the hell is happening here on Vine?
What's he done there? That's mental.
3 times in a row. You're getting back-to-back.
We had a 1v4.
4Ks.
Into a 1v3,
that-
into a 1v3.
Ooh, let's go. Woo.
Let's go indeed.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, that was kind of nuts though.
This
He had some
is
really
just
nice shots.
Some of the wildest swings that we've seen. Now Paper X back into a
Now they have to
one-round
eco.
lead.
Oh my goodness.
Push out something. Gets
Dude,
a
that
2
was
for
almost
1.
4 in 1.
See, takes them all so
What's
low.
going
Gets the
on?
no scope
This game is
headshot
so
onto
stacked.
Poppy. And the crunch play will turn the tides. Will change
Well,
the
it was
pace.
a fast one at
Will
least.
change the trend. As PRX now get themselves up to double digits. No 4Ks this time around.
These rounds have been going by so fast and yet slows down in the middle and then just ends in a very crazy climax for either of these players from Global Zipto or Paper X for the 4K. And the meat grinder happens once more. Global Zipto has to think twice to be staying about hookah or outside of bats
Liam,
for
thank
a
you
little
so
bit.
much. Thank you.
We'll see if they pick up the
Liam,
pace
sorry.
once more.
Liam,
'Cause
Liam,
things
Liam. The
are
11
not
months.
going in their favor. Paper
You
X
two
has
did
been on
have good
fire.
holidays. Thank you for that. I appreciate the 11 months. Thank you so much for that.
Well, once again, slowing things down, not looking to have yet
Okay,
another
if GE win this
crazy
round, it
fast
gets very
clash coming
close.
through.
Paper X, dude, you're gonna see both of these orcs. If Jin gets a kill,
While
it's
we
kind of
have this
over.
pause in the action. I just want to give a shout out to everyone watching this live because this has been so insane
It's been a map.
between these two teams.
It's definitely been a map. There's been
in
some
the
awesome
most
stuff.
brilliant way possible.
The multi kills are through the roof.
And you gotta feel bad for the people who are gonna be watching the VODs trying to catch up and figure out why everyone's losing their minds over this one. Orbital Strike gonna be sent out here. No one in lamps to receive that damage. Nightfall
Yeah,
now
like we
crashing
said, all the
across,
ults are going to
sent
get used
forward
into
here
this
by
one.
something.
Jing
Connection
picks
onto a
up
couple
the
different
orb
players.
over towards long, gets his ult,
Forsaken
and
for the setup
something's
there.
just popping everyone.
Gets the reel in, does hit him all the way across over
How did
towards
they?
Showers.
How did they flawlessly win
Gets
this?
the pull forward, and that's as Kelly
They took
SEF
no
will
damage.
pop out of
How?
the net. It's a flawless round here for Paper X.
How?
Who want to bring this bind now to its conclusion. Just 2 rounds left to go.
Yeah, it was just zero visibility, tons of smokes across that entirety of A. It was Lamps that was this big defense that, you know, Global Zipto had to clear to take control of the entire side, but it was,
I mean, something
again,
just ran through a smoke and
a
killed
big
2,
constant
right?
multi-frag in that
I'm not even
round.
sure there was a
Now
smoke there
back
in front
to
of him.
Eco for the Global Zipto. You haven't exactly seen the big thrifties, just like Pearl. It has been Paper X just being in such an online lead.
Oh. Uh-oh.
See, he's spooked the name.
Uh-oh.
Terra gonna try to get away from that, but just can't quite do it.
That's a gun.
Lasting long enough to be able to find the kill. Solid little set play here for Global
They
Zipto.
prowl
Getting a
it, see if they
thrifty
can
would be a
pick up the
great
gun.
way to get themselves right back into the action.
They got Razor.
Right back into the trends that we were seeing earlier on. Spam setup.
Oh no, the
Spot
person
on
with the
left
gun
side,
is
able to
committed
find the
right
lock.
side.
Taking him down over at Showers. Showstopper pulled out.
Oh my
No,
god, something
Kelly, yes,
is winning
it's gonna be
so
sniped out of
many
the
rounds,
sky.
by the way.
Something
It's just popped
far
the
too clean
raise
of a
middle.
headshot. Comes away with it. The
Well,
neural theft investment isn't
there
going
was
to lead to much.
definitely a chance there for G.
Two players down, but still
Definitely.
playing
Aston,
forward.
thank you so much for the
PRX
tier
get
1.
themselves
Appreciate the
now up to map
17
point.
months, dude. Thank you for that.
This is going to be a timeout
Thank you,
call,
Aston.
perhaps. We have not
Okay,
seen
4
a single
chances.
timeout.
Timeout's going in? Ah, dude. He's going to be so gutted in that round.
It's a very understandable one. You know, recollect themselves. We get to see Global Ziptos sort of, you know, have different paces. They want to slow things down from time to time. They get first blood with, you know, the paint shell.
They got to take
seize
hookah control.
combo, but having unable
But
to.
the problem is every time they
sort
try
of
to go
translate
hookah,
that
well, the problem
as
is
against
in the
something
eco they've
just
tried to say
constantly
hookah,
shuts them
and they
down,
got shut down
even
so heavy, so they're
removing the
getting
value
deterred from
of that
taking hookah.
showstopper
But they
that
should take
they can't
hookah
exactly use anymore
and just
on
insert
this
one there.
upcoming round. Very important.
They're at least going to beat default.
We've seen overtimes before from this kind of score, but it's all up to Global Zipto to sort of stabilize after these sets of rounds where Paper X is
Is
just
this a
going
best of
hammer.
5? Yes, it is.
A lot of pressure here onto the timeout. 4 rounds consecutively needed to try to take this into OT. Failed to do that. Failed to win in OT, even if you can even get there. And Paper X will be sitting at a 2-0 lead in this grand final. 1 map win away from closing it out, which would force Global Zipto to pull off a reverse sweep. Not a position you ever want to be in.
Nah, they're against ults as well. They'd have to do a
Ever
bit of
so
a
likely
madness
here
here.
for the team, given the trend here in these last several rounds. You have to be thinking if you're those players is, okay, Paper X just did 4 in a row. We can do the same. Launch out here comes through. Prowler. Back up. Comes in from Jing. Just making sure they keep this up. Obscured for now. Lights
boy.
going out. Something flicks
Dude,
up.
something's
Blind
been
the kill.
outrageous,
Alexi
fair
on the
play.
floor.
It's gonna be
Oh my
really
goodness.
rough. Showstopper. Gotta find a
Locked in.
second.
And that's just
Send it
brutality.
down. It's so unlucky not to get a double, by the way. 13
much more to be
HP. We
done
got the
there.
regen shield after.
Smokes now just cycled here from Terra on short. The push forward footsteps going to be heard. Tripwire set up on the side.
Well, they went for the default over towards
Yes,
B,
just up
but
behind the box, Terra thinking about it. They should just go
They
for
got
the shots,
heavily
try to take
wrecked.
him down. Swings out from the one side. Nothing going to be spotted there. Kelly S is able to find one, but now the ping
hey,
reveal.
very
Swing
nice
onto
for
the
Paper
corner.
X. Dude, this was a
Pick their
map
targets,
flow.
They nail
This
it.
was a crazy,
As
crazy
that is
map.
going to be much
Double
more
pistol
dominant
helped,
appearance here on
But
Bind.
then at the same time, they lost a 1v4,
Paper X now
1v3.
have a 2-0 in their hands as they
It's one of those games that everyone's just like, well, we should have
dominant
won
sweep here in the grand
a
finals.
lot more rounds.
And that's the thing, right? You see the first half, it was quite neck and neck. It ended in a 6-6. They were definitely trading blows. They were having early scrappy fights outside of baths and outside of hookah. But then afterwards, when the second half happened, it was like Paper X was on a different
Banger of a
kind
map.
of
Oh,
level.
it was
Something
just
outrageous.
Like, pretty much every round was,
multi-frags. Where you get to see Crystal
was, like,
get
replay
that
worthy.
4K, that crazy clutch for Global Zipto. But after that, you know, Jing also had his own moment. Kelly S had his own moment. And Paper X just really dominated the second half after.
That they did. Well, we'll take a look here at the stats before going into the break, but this is one that Global Zipto are going to have to utilize incredibly well. They've elected to go for that second map pick, their second
Chad, what's,
in the draft as
what's the next
Ascent,
map? Ascent?
able to put up that 13-2 victory over Paper X at
They
the
were
start
playing
of
comps that
this
made sense
tournament.
on
We have
Ascent.
seen the adaptations from Paper X. We've seen the level up in their performance, getting back into much more comfortable positions and putting up insane performances like we witnessed all throughout this bind as well as there on Pearl.
Okay,
so
I'll be
that
back in a little bit,
Ascent
right?
is not going to feel anywhere
Usual
near
stuff.
as cozy as it would have previously.
Oh yeah, for sure. If Paper X continues this trend, if they're able to translate that onto the next map, Ascent, then, you know, just as you said, it's not going to be as comfortable. It actually could be incredibly deadly as they continue to do so, as we get to see Paper X just having that big first blood stat in their favor, double of global esports and Zipto. And there were so many instances where Global Zipto in the second half, even though they got first blood, you get to see 2 kills being answered back after by PRX.
Yeah, just absolute brutality. I mean, just no real opportunity to try to build up that post-plant stat either. It's just couldn't get the spike down, and then when they did, it was okay, but it's just brutal at the hands here of PRX. Still some nice clutches. We will sing the praises of, the players able to pull those off. I mean, Kelly S as well as Crystal. Some still fantastic performances across the board, but you think about that 4K from Crystal that he was able to pull off. That's 4 of 10 kills, 40%. So not having as much oomph behind his shots here on this map compared to what we've been witnessing on Pearl, what we've been witnessing on previous series, where something continues to just be pretty godlike when it comes down to playing this Fade here on Bind. So is going to be the MVP of this map in particular, and just continues to find just amazing performances. I mean, the pistols into the follow-up, playing that anti-eco, starting off 6-0 with nothing but a ghost. It's just, what do you do against that?
Yeah, exactly right. It was almost a gun showcase. He went from the Ghost to the Guardian to the Operator, just being a nuisance. And we talked about Crystal. I do feel like something has something to do with that. Crystal has been constantly found as the, victim of First Blood.
Well, either way, let's see what the adjustments look like. Global on their last legs here in the tournament. Match point is in the hands of PRX. We're going to go to a quick little break. When we come back, we'll have Ascent to see if that is going to end at all, or if we can have this series extended by Global, so don't go anywhere.
to rock and roll here. Get to rock and roll here. Get to rock and roll here. Get to rock and roll here. Yeah, get to rock and roll here. It's time to party. Every day, every year, let's get it started. Get to rock and roll here. It's time to party. Every day, every year, let's get it started. Get to rock and roll here. Get to rock and roll here. It's time to party.
Alrighty, we are back and about to go into our third and potentially final map of the night. We're going to have our fingers crossed if that is not the case, but we have Ascent coming up now to see whether or not Global Zipto can get themselves back into this series. Because right now, it's PRX dominated, 13-11 into a 13-8 there on Bind. Match point, one more, and this series, the prize pool, everything is all theirs.
Yeah, there's definitely, you know, there's this possibility of a 3-0, but also you keep talking about this. We bring this up, that Ascent performance coming from Global Zipto, that big 13-2 victory over PRX in day number 1 was so important, and it does feel like it was, you know, some of the heroics definitely came from Crystal on that Sova on Ascent. So we did get to see glimpses of that on Bind, but the problem is if he gets shut down pretty early, then, you know, it is going to be definitely hard for him to do anything at all. He's gone.
Yeah, it really, I mean, we saw some nice moments, you know, again, the clutch is coming through, but the consistency was not there from Crystal, and that's what we have come to expect from him in this tournament, is that consistency. He, Poppy Tula as well, being consistent in being the top fraggers, and that was something that was fairly absent from both of them, frankly, there on Bind. So we'll see how everything, you know, comes together here in Ascent. I think it's going to be a bit more comfortable of a map for them, just because it is Ascent. You get to have, you know, Crystal moving back over onto that staple Sova that he is so well versed at as well. So I think that we're overall going to see a bit more of a stable performance from them. The big question is, how good does PRX look compared to when we had seen them before? I think it's going to be quite stark, just given how everyone is playing right now. 13-2, a repeat of that should be absolutely out of the question, damn near impossible to replicate, given the form that PRX is showing. But if we can have that comfort from Global, maybe then they could still be able to wrangle a win away.
Yeah, I think, you know, PRX looks really, really good, especially the recent 2 maps from Pearl to Bind. It does feel like it's just so close for the first half, but then after the second, that's when they really constantly, you know, pick up the pace, manage to garner more steam. But also there's this big factor of what are we gonna get? Are we gonna be seeing, you know, the Jing something Jet and Reyna this time around? Or are they gonna be falling back into something entirely different and just really catch Global Zipto by surprise?
I mean, they may, just because it's PRX. We never know. I mean, Forsaken just played, what, second time Deadlock right there on that Bind. Just decided, like, hey, let's just pivot away from playing the double duelist. I'm just going to keep playing every single agent under the sun because I can. So it could just be more of that here from the team. But it could also be potentially Jing.
Oops, forgot to unmute. Hello, chat.
Off roll, and then for
Dankish for 20. Thank you with the prime. Thank you for doing that.
Something playing Jet with
Chat, what
Jing
you lost
playing
comment?
Reyna, and then Forsaken still playing, you know, Initiator. Like, this is the problem with this team, is that just trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do is nigh impossible.
Chat, I literally,
and typically when
the
I
activity
don't know
feed
what they're gonna do,
shows me
I can,
you
I
guys
go
are all
and I ask
trolling.
Alex, and well, A, we're not at a LAN, so I can't do that easily. And B, he's not taking part in
I tell
this
you what though,
tournament because
you guys
he's in
organize
Japan.
this very well.
So I can't just hit him up real quick and say, okay, what do the boys got going on? Because he doesn't even know.
It'll be a surprise.
We're not. We're doing you're not. You literally are.
For sure.
Isaac
coming into
gifted.
Ascent. I
Wait,
mean,
why is it
at
not
this
on the
point,
thing
They've
then?
already set the tone. They've already managed to
Livesey with the prime. Thank you for
get
so much for the 2
online.
months. Thank you.
It's definitely one of those games where you can play extra loosely. I suppose they've
Streamer
been
hates Euler.
really
Wait, did you
moving
actually?
every
Did you
single
actually
site,
do it?
every single weapon at that.
Yeah,
Whether it's
I don't know if you're all
Murphy or just a
gaslighting me,
single ghost,
because I
especially on
can't see it,
something.
but you might be
I do
right.
think they have what it takes to just, you know, play anything that they could.
He
and
actually
they're able
did.
to pull
That's
it off.
crazy. Why did it not come up for me?
Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the agent select. As unsurprising from the side of Zipto, no changes
Got
there,
stabbed.
but somewhat surprising.
It was
PRX
10 minutes
not
ago.
making any adjustments
There's
either,
no
sticking
way.
with what worked
Let me
ever
scroll
so
up.
well
Let me see
for
what's
them
going
in
on here.
that second series versus DRX. They are just going to be keeping something on this Reyna and giving Jing a couple more reps with the Jet.
Yep, so
you guys
it
might
is
have-
going to be
guys
an
might have owned this.
Neri versus Jing matchup over here on that Jet. Really
Feed,
excited
gifted
to see
subs.
get to see
Gifted
the
subs
mood
is turned
of
off.
PRX, Tara,
Hold up.
Alt Smiles as well. They're locked and loaded and ready to go.
All right, that we are. Well, mentioned it last time. We'll mention it once again. Crystal
Dude,
coming
yeah,
out
guys were
as that
actually
Jeremy
right as well.
and
Isaac,
saw
thank
the
you
ace
so
from
much. What the
the
hell? Why
first
did it
set.
not show it? Isaac, I appreciate you.
replicated here to try and
I thought I was
start
getting
turning the
gaslit by
tides for
chat.
Global Zipto
That's
in this
crazy.
Grandfinal.
Isaac, thank you. Dude, it didn't even show up in chat though.
Pistols
What is this?
on bind. Will that
Thank you
trend
so much.
continue for
Isaac,
them
I
as well?
appreciate you. Thank you for the 10 gifted.
Indeed,
Thank you,
question.
thank you. You must be
Almost
number
the
one now,
swords
right?
have been quite fast.
I think that puts you at the top. Thank you so much,
Maybe
Isaac.
Ascent would
Appreciate you
take
doing
this
that.
a bit slower.
Got PRX on defense. We got GE on attack. I don't trust you guys. No, honestly, because you lot normally plan something after I come back. So I was like, well,
78.
and then my activity feed didn't have it. Isaac, thank you so much for everything, bro. Thank you, thank you.
Forward. Footsteps noted as
Anyone
well
that got
as the
gifted,
recon
make sure you
continuing
at and
now.
say thank you as well.
PRX knowing that they've successfully staved off this approach in towards B main, so
Yeah, Isaac in
rotations
the number one
start
spot.
Up just a
Guys
bit.
aren't wrong.
Is something going to stick around?
Trust I wouldn't believe
That
Isaac.
singular
No, but that's why I
devour
thought
can get a kill
you got
up
Isaac
quickly.
involved, and that's why it's like
But it is
believable.
just going to be a cut of the noise and a regress in towards B here from
Right here.
Global Zipto. Oh, there's the headshot. There's the dismiss.
That's wild.
Snake of the night.
Dude, I can't believe it didn't show me on the
Makes his way
thing.
out,
Throwing net.
soaring into the
Oh
tall
my
grass.
goodness.
Swing forward. Something good for a second.
Probably
one. This
did
time Not
enough.
going to be able to find a third. Spray across here with that sheriff, looking for a couple shots woven in towards Alley, but a minor amount of contact found there by Crystal. Down
Owe him
to
so much
HP
match,
now.
yeah. I need to find out what's
From
going on with that.
Alexio could end up being
I'll actually, I'll
absolutely
probably update
monstrous
the
here for the team.
Oilers. What's going on?
Oh no, dancing around the bullets, and Tara's able to stabilize it. Lexi just not quite
Dude, what
able
was
to
that
align the
duel?
crosshair.
Oh
We
no.
will find one Jing going to be taken down, but the two remaining players just no help.
It's so
15
brutal.
between
Did
them
they calm
before
in pistol
fall.
runs?
As
What is
PRX
this, like
will continue
4-1?
on their merry way, closing out yet another pistol.
I
We
was
got
about to
4-1s
say,
and
you know,
pistols.
something is trapped, but it's actually the opposite. It is Global Zipto trapped alongside him, and he's able to take down 2 kills before he's able to fall, which made this round, this retake even better for PRX. And Tara having to, you know, play off the reload and try
I mean,
to check.
something did unreal.
Now, there's somebody there, and it is Alexi.
Yeah, Bacon, mate. I'm just
But
wrecked,
yeah,
Bacon.
things really went
There's nothing I can do.
PRX's way on this round.
Bacon, I had it for 4 months now.
Just maybe one force on the sheriff here. Looks like Alexi going to be willing to spend down a little bit more to try to get some extra bit of firepower. Otherwise, classics. As Jing goes pushing forward, as that judge immediately finds a kill.
Now what?
Just go ahead and pop the devour really quick. Get up towards 150. As Elias trying to go for the jump, doesn't make it to the box, and all of this. is
Did I
being
have
hurt here
COVID?
by
Yeah,
something.
yeah. But it was weird because, like,
Yeah, I gotta think twice.
I got
especially they
COVID, and then,
don't
like,
really
before
know
I
what
proper
they're up
got all the
against, if it's
symptoms, I lost my
definitely
voice
gonna
for
be a
like
judge,
3
if Jing played
days.
close.
And then
This
ever
swaps
since
out,
then,
Lexi gonna be
it's been
taken
so,
down. The
so
rest of
wrecked.
Global Zipto now on the approach, working their way. 3 members in towards tree, with Tara waiting on the opposite side, just jiggling on the corner, spots them out. Paranoia going to be sent, connects on to absolutely all of them. Swap to the ghost, tries to draw it down, tries to find the kill, can't quite make that happen as Judge onto the corner. Oh, something. Says, wait, I don't have any bullets remaining. Has to
Nicely
reload that
done.
clip,
Managed
but it
to
doesn't
keep the
matter.
gun as well,
Whereas
only
the
one death,
Stratful
not bad.
Forsaken swoops in with a Spectre to get a piece of the action. One
Yeah, Lurie,
casualty,
I
up
had
2-0,
literally exactly
PRX.
that then. We had the
Already
same thing.
tying their scoreline from that first outing on Ascent.
Oh yeah, It is the constant pistol wins that Paper X has been dealing. On the
Steven,
pain against
thank you so much for that.
Global
How is that
Zipto.
even a
Really
Twitch name?
clean round for them. Now it's the buy round. There is that. At least Poppy
How
was
is that
able
someone's
to
Twitch name?
sort of feed himself with a lot of these orbs.
Thank you so much for that,
as
Steven.
well as some of
Accurate as
these
well. I mean,
kills.
honestly, it could
So
just be
it's two
Bacon's
left for that
old
cosmic
account.
divide building up, but Empress might be
Yeah, exactly,
there
Prodigy.
for something as well.
Oh,
Whoa!
we go for the EG
Lexi's
as well.
Dead. Now I'm hungry.
Damn,
I
we're
just
whipping
ate-
out the EG for
Now I just
the.
wanna order pizza as
Dude,
well.
look how
Yum.
far Paper X have come, man. We drone corners when Forsaken's on Sova, and we're
Advantage
even
for
just
something around the corner.
using.
That
We've
went
been
forward.
using
Ooh,
all of the
that's enough of a distraction.
the
Something's
classic
odd to
Sova
not just
strats.
try to ignore the jet there. Pays attention to it. Pays the iron price. Jing sat here. Mesh, net, all thrown in.
Yeah, that jewel over towards A main
Back
makes this
pedaling.
easy.
Player advantage still established here. As Crystal with the flank of all flanks. Swings on the corner, tries to play this a little bit
Whoa.
more patiently, and connects onto both
Bro's
with the
looking
transfer.
great.
Gorgeously done.
Individually
Stops this from
as
potentially
well,
getting
he's
a little
looking
bit more out
really,
of hand,
really
a little
good.
bit more costly.
Okay, 2 armor rebuys, 1 gun
Global
rebuy.
Zipto playing
After
a
getting the
very
first
nice
kill as well,
anti-box.
the
Oh
recovery
yeah,
was
beautiful
huge.
flank by Crystal there. These shots were
Corn Dog,
just
Egg Dog, good to see you,
astonishing to
bro.
watch.
Thank you with the 27
Great
months.
display of skill.
Appreciate the tier 1.
And again,
Can't wait for the season
Crystal,
start. Yeah, not
this
long.
could be setting the
we
tone
got?
for the
3
Crystal
weeks?
that we saw in day number 1, especially
about
on the
3 weeks.
Sova. But Paper X though, they do have the Empress available. I would be scared. Something has been also
Steven,
on
what's
fire
going
in
on
the
here?
series.
How is there so many accounts like this? That one makes more sense than the other one. That Twitch
Slow
account, I
down
believe,
now.
exists.
Forsaken
The other
along
one, I
with the
feel like
judge
that's not a
set
thing.
back on B. Noiseless approach. You're on towards Cat. Something
Steven,
just
thank you for the
around
gifted. Thank you,
corner
thank you.
over at bench. Empress at the ready. Nothing spotted. Just smoke sent across the map. Terra setting up further defense there
Over
on
there.
B.
Well, are we just not gonna... Oh boy.
Going over the top. Something.
Well, you're in trouble.
If he does get
At
noted
least
there.
the tag didn't hit.
Sends out the Lear, just going to start backpedaling now. Does manage to get tucked away, but not in a position now to try to reinforce this side of the map. Jing opening up the
Tara's
spray,
gonna
trying
do a
to
lot.
blind
Omen Flash
anything.
was
Paranoia
really
is
good,
trying to
dude.
stave up the
Omen Flash
approach.
hit everyone
Infantry.
else.
Terry ends up getting their head
That was
taken off.
nice.
Terra solid
Can you
with the
smoke in
headshot
front of you
final
now?
one. Jing gets Kelly, yes, but then gets traded
Yeah,
out.
smoke in front of you
Still
now.
a massive
Keep an eye on
advantage
B
here.
at the moment. There's something
On the
weird's
side of
going on.
Paper X. Alexi going to be noted here on the flank. Forsaken desperately trying to draw them closer and closer with that judge, but as they do, Alexi swings the corner, is able to find him, and now suddenly,
What is going on in
just
this
for
round?
a brief moment, was in the hands of Global Zipto.
I have this fight.
As I say that, Poppy, last one standing, shuts the door. Goes for the plant. It's being
Hey,
held on
respect.
to.
Played
and
this one well.
That will be his undoing. Instant kill, instant defuse.
Okay, GE have enough money though, so...
Getting halfway towards that lockdown now as Paper X move up 3-1.
Yeah, the lead of the round really started
off today,
when
Bacon.
Car was able to stop that
Seeing some friends later.
entry through the site.
Otherwise, it would have been
That big
chest day.
burst blood, and everything just fell apart. Despite Alexi getting a pick from across the map as well, the spike had to be picked up in the middle of nowhere. Time wasn't on their side.
Excuses? Oh my goodness. What day is it for you, Bacon?
Yeah, same here. But 3-1.
What
3-1
excuses
lead
have you
from
got for
Paper
me?
X.
Shoulders, okay.
Empress
Just
was
pure
used
shoulders day
earlier.
at the gym.
Good conversion, but Cosmic Divide's gonna be kept.
Oh, Delia with the tier 1. Thank you,
We'll
thank
see.
you. Thank you for doing
There
that,
they
Delia.
go.
I mean, Enery gets the kill, right?
Dialed in, but
Yeah.
spotted. And
Just
Neri,
angles.
great line taken out into mid. Not expected whatsoever. Very good first kill. Poppy as well. Similarly, tucking back, drifting away from Gelato just in time, but maybe getting slowed up a bit. Maybe caught trying to set up some of these util, but as he swings back through,
Oh boy.
reads is ready for Jing, but doesn't quite read that there's going to
Oh
be a second
boy, what's
player.
going on
Looking
here?
for the smoke now, though. Hiding,
This round.
lingering, lurking, finding one, and Neri trades it back, however, keeping the advantage in their hands.
The Supreme _ Bean
Side
as
of
well
A
with the
main here
Prime.
for the
Thank you
little
so
moment.
much, dude.
Flank
Welcome
still
into the
coming
Slug
through
Club.
as Lexi
Thank
starts
you for that.
walking
Thanks
forward
to the Prime.
In towards B.
Last player standing.
The wall off,
Spike
Forsaken now
planted.
dead. Tara on their lonesome.
What a nightmare.
everything to do. As just to even make it more complicated, there'll be a sonic sensor set up on the entryway.
Yes.
TP forward. Quick little spray across. Kelly's will find it. Global Zipto.
Okay, and that should
Things
force PRX down to an eco.
One round down still.
Yeah, these first bloods have been the bridge to victory. Neri with an important kill onto something on mid just basically opens the map
Push
wide
down the
open.
Sunday. I mean, I would go
And
normally,
after
but
that,
I'm actually just busy
Alexi as
later.
well with a very
What's my bench?
impactful lurk. Constantly,
I never
gotta
go
worry
for
about
one rep max,
that
so I
that
don't know.
lurk.
I could do
from the
90.
And
I
it's,
don't know if
again,
I could do
first
above
half has
90
always
one
been this
rep.
pattern. Very, very close and neck and neck.
Deploying drone.
Could maybe do
PRX
95 at a stretch. I don't really know.
Economically short
I would
there in
need
the
a
hands of
spotter.
Forsaken. Does have a Hunter's Fury. Spectre on Jing and Kohibi. The most firepower they have realistically is Forsaken on the jump peak. Ooh, gets tagged down. 21 health.
Revealing area.
Great wallbang shots coming through. Thinking his existence in this round, a bit of a living hell. Now trying to find value with the shorty. That much more unlikely. Something holding on an angle. Kelly has slow creep forward. Something looking to maybe go on the peak here. Nothing spotted quite just yet. Forsaken on that peak. Trying to set up here for the play.
Oh,
Clear out. Instantly cleared the
Didn't
push
look
forward.
convincing in the middle
Just
here.
go ahead. Backs away. No,
they're
this
gonna
is
now
not hitting
go
their
up
shots.
short into a
Loses the tailwind,
shorty.
Gets out the safety.
Wait, what gun is this on short? Spectre.
However, still aggressing, still looking for more. Gets a shot across an area, now down to 40.
Forsaken 1 HP.
Oh, plenty of noise being made here by Forsaken.
Honestly, the
Yeah,
1
he's
HP getting info isn't too
gonna be
bad.
taken down. Barrier mesh now set up.
Spectre's gonna do a
All
lot
that
here on
access
B
from
site.
the A site. That'll force him all the way around in towards mid. Wahaibi
Ooh,
here
almost.
with that Spectre. Able to put the fuse, finds one, finishing off the enemy jet, but Kalias now strikes. Finds himself a third here in the round. And Jing, last one standing. No real way of trying to get himself into a winning position here in the round.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rough for the barrier mesh.
Updrafts can go up and around the barrier mesh, but it'll expire. But now you've got Crystal sat here as well.
Gun here.
Seems like Jing more than happy to just sit and wait, see if anybody comes pushing into him, try to take a weapon right off of him. No
Nice.
one's forward, goes in for the fight.
Okay,
Crystal with
they
38
keep
HP,
this one
however,
clean as well,
standing.
so money's good.
Hit
It's a big
Global
round for
Zipto now
PRX.
up 3-3.
Lots.
Tied up and plenty of ultimates to utilize. Nearly all 5 online, just the knives not there.
Yeah, it's a lot saved up for the upcoming rounds, and this was just pure firepower coming from the side of Kelly S. And again, this mid control, this mid approach coming from Global Zipto has been working out in their favor. Constantly a point of contention. I will understand if PRX decides
Okay,
to,
we gotta see all of
you
the
know,
ults into
push
this
their
one.
utilities a
Dude
bit forward,
buys
like
an
this alarm
outlaw
bot.
when they're all
If they
got
do it
heavy
again,
armor, so
most
much money.
especially, and have something, have a more aggressive angle and challenge anyone who dares peek.
Now it's a double setup. Recon cleared out over towards
This is the last
Files.
Ascent we'll see for a while.
Forward from
Yeah, that's
Crystal,
kind of nice
spotting out
though.
here onto the Omen. Hunter's Fury comes out immediately. Just to try
Big
to
jewel
protect
on
here.
A-main here. Whoa, you
Terra's
push
pushing
through?
up aggressively, but Alexi fairly ready for it. Annihilation going to be sent in. No one going to be caught there. The neural theft invested. The ping reveals. Forsaken swings the corner. Kelly S going to be taken down. Drones forward in towards heaven, trying to scout out. Nothing going to be spotted there. And Neri is now just situated up on top of Jen.
Yeah, that's a
Alexi
hard retake.
just
Astro
swooping
as well if they
across
want
that
it. Sova
nebula
all
over
over
a
towards
tree.
A main.
Completely unexpectedly catches the glimpse there of something, finds the headshot.
Sova all could be used for this.
Player advantage here for the side of Global. Hunter's Fury coming through, just looking to take down this lockdown. Final blast will have it. Alexi's still waiting on a flank angle. Forsaken at 5. Not sure how they try to get themselves out of this position here. Kohibi trying to be the one to open things up a bit. Fuse held to half. Alexi now striking, finding 2, but the fuse just gets held. Forsaken at 5 HP, just manages
straight
to
up
hold it
stuck
down.
this, and then the one way doesn't work because it's an
Wow.
Astra.
Boy, that one's
And it
kinda
gives
hard
you
here
too
for
much
Global.
space
They
at the
do an
bottom.
immense amount of damage, taking
You
all the
gotta do it a
weapons
little
out
bit
of the
further
hands here
back.
of the PRX
I was wondering
players,
when they got
but
half.
all just lose track.
the Killjoy
of little
was, like,
Jason,
watching all the angles.
5 HP, sat there
Oh boy.
squatting with a diffuser in his hand.
It's the pressure coming
Why did
from
no one
Kohai
swing? Was it
in as well,
Astrosuck?
having to push
And
through
the Astrosuck
A
missed.
main. They were
The Astrosuck
unable
missed at the
to
beginning.
take her down
Yeah,
right
because they were
away,
so
therefore they're
relaxed on
unable
A
to
main. I was
take that
like, what
push
is
and
going
peek
on
through
here?
that entire chaos.
Dude, the
Now it's a stack
Astrosuck
on
missed,
mid
and then the one way,
with, your rifle
and then the one
something,
way was just
but it looks like they're
smoke
just
for you
happy
to
just
stick the
staying
spike.
put, and
Oh
he was
boy.
gonna try and peek them aggressively here.
Knives pop from Jing, ready and
It didn't
waiting.
miss. It was blocked. Oh, okay.
Kind of
That's
info
not as
over
bad then.
towards B. First blocking out the pings there as Crystal opens up, finding one wide swing from something, comes away with that kill, backs out with a dismiss, but second player going to be lost. A site very much opened up, but Forsaken finding a bit of an off timing, just swoops down out from bench. Gets rid of an
Cinnamon
area.
1952 with the
Keeps
tier
them
1. Thank you for doing that also, dude.
relatively
Thank
even.
you so much.
Player disadvantage still here for PRX.
Caution here.
Alexi.
Knives still just for Jing.
Yeah. Alexi has been a constant threat in a lot of these mid rounds.
It's a little bit scary. Jing with
despite,
knives.
You know, PRX getting some of these advantages in the round. She just swoops in and just makes the round winnable for Global Zipto.
Honestly, less scary. It stares now.
30 seconds left.
More pressure on Jing now. Nebula
Last
pops.
player
Nice
standing.
shot.
Dissipates, swing out, and doesn't even get to fling a single knife.
No charges.
It's immediately dead. And if they really wanted to,
Yeah, and they push PRX
could
back
make this
back to an
nigh
eco.
impossible for something. Given that
He
there
should
is a
just be
cosmic
saving. It
vital
doesn't
scene.
even
He's
matter
got a
about
smile on
damage
his
being
face.
done.
Looks like he's going to try to play this.
Yeah.
No, just swing out down, get himself situated, maybe set up for some exit frags, perhaps. Yeah, this is the thing about PRX is like I never know where they're going or what they're going to do. Like, are they playing for it? Are they backing off? This time, now I'm sure that he's backing off, but it takes a while to sometimes get that read.
Yeah, it's true. You definitely don't know what they're planning. They could be planning something incredibly sneaky for sure. But it is the exit frags. Does he have an angle here?
If they push out past lobby, that'd be pretty wide, but it looks like they're going to be more than content to just tuck away in this position.
Disappointment.
So
Jesus.
angle not going to be found. Something will peek out for it a bit, but not going to be rewarded with anything. So just when it looked like PRX was going to be able to maybe break away, they get dragged right back into parity here by Global Zipto.
Oh yeah, it's
And
Is that a timeout? Okay.
It's
first one I believe called here by PRX.
Yep,
of
that
this
is true.
series.
That is true. They definitely want to keep bridging that gap, especially when we think about the second half. Also, Cat? Taurus Cam. Is he
Gotta
peeping
love the
through?
cat cam.
Yep. The tail ends and left top portion of the screen. But yeah, PRX, you know, it felt like they were, some rounds they were in the lead or at least even ground when it comes to numbers. but
BBL will win
I think
Champions
the problem is
2025.
Alexi.
Just
Alexi has
screenshot
been
this.
such a big factor in a lot of these mid rounds.
That's a bold one.
It's just find
I
a
like
lot
the
of these
confidence.
unexpected kills and unexpected angles to lurk. Just doing a lot of damage onto PRX's formation.
It's
so
a hot
I feel
take,
like
yeah, it's definitely a
that's
hot
something
take.
that they have to deal with. The big 1v1s against Alexi later on.
Forsaken taking the time to get his munch on. Eat some food during the timeout call. Maybe that's why they called the timeout. Was Forsaken just said, "Guys, I am starving, and I need you to pump the brakes."
We're sending it, right?
Yeah, true.
No, okay.
It could be. Ooh.
I mean, I'll peel the curtain back a little bit. After every single round end, I'd let you start taking over and breaking down the round action. I was shoveling fried chicken into my face.
You did mention pizza.
You
And
just gotta find the timings.
the truth. Some of these kills and executes.
Nice shot.
Oh, well, Forsaken.
Yeah,
It's
make
a
it look
mouthful
easy
of
on this
bullets.
one as well.
Mary able to just go ahead, dash for it. Takes him down, break of the door. Plant coming through, though. Still a late lurk out from Alexi. Something around the corner. Swoops in. Wide swing attempt there from Alexi, but
Is
something's
it
able to
now
find the
super
headshot.
doable? Oh, it's
That's on the side
actually
for the
super
meantime, though.
doable.
Plant has
That
come
is
through.
really
Rush
bold.
play attempt here from Jing, but
That's really,
behind
really
it.
bold from Jing.
Far too many players here situated on the site.
Off the Omen flash, trying to go above the
And no
deadlock
firepower
wall.
as well, just something's rifle.
Identifies Inari, but Inari able to just go ahead and win out that little duel. Terra's going to be taken down. That now just leads Kohai
Yeah, they're looking
inside a market.
They're looking alright at the moment.
Ready to just die to the spike, but the global zipped out. This means that they are going to be able to gain the lead.
Yep. It's despite the find from something on Alexi on the lurk, it was already a bit too late, as they've already had full control of the site. It was a bit of a broken buy as well from PRX, so they didn't have that fighting power as well. Global Zipto now has that big cosmic divide and the knives as well from
Yeah,
Inari.
he's got so
Inari's
much
been
money.
doing amazingly well on a lot of these entry frags and executes on towards the site.
I like the
getting a lot
change
of
up from
space for
PRX. I
Global
feel
Zipto.
like
PRX.
Tara
see
needed help over
how
towards
they do with
Aiming.
the Empress here on the Guardian.
Take flight.
Slower start. Ravnet goes out. Dart going to be getting the
They
spot
kinda know
there.
the two are
Forsaken will
close.
go bouncing away. Crystal realizing he doesn't quite have the angle to pull anything off there with the Odin.
Oh.
Poppy.
It's a lovely shot.
Terra instant with the kill.
Yeah.
This is like maybe
Pretty
a
fast.
trade opportunity, but he's able to just go ahead and find the shutdown.
They see no one else. They know that they have to re-clear like here and here, so they
Odin sprays
insta
up
go
over
for
the
a
top. Ping
3-person
reveal.
stack on B.
Getting the hit there onto one.
That's just straight through smoke.
Global very much a rerouted. Crystal having the tuck back, grabs the spike. But if Inari can't find an opening here onto A, this is where things are going to prove to be a little bit more difficult, and Jing is able to shut it down. Cloudburst set up for a bit of a one-way there, but Elias able to just push right past.
Oh no.
Kill. Annihilation drawn out, and ooh, the dismiss from something pulls back around the corner.
He's
The
an
chase
ult
coming
here,
through.
4v2.
Stabilizes, plants his feet.
That was really,
Finds a
really bold
headshot
as well.
to take down Crystal. 3K from something gets us tied up once more here at 5-5.
Thanks.
Yeah, everyone falling down
Picking
like
videos?
dominoes.
Yeah, we'll do 'em
Again,
eventually.
it's very reminiscent of the first few maps that we've had, where it's a basically an alternative scores, and you know, unfortunately, that Annihilation didn't convert into anything, just caught out in the open, and something just took advantage. Empress invested as well. Now buy rounds and Inari with the attacking operator. Let's see if she's able to find a pick on the mid through tiles.
Well, something is just finding Elias, and the op shot's just not there in time. Quick dismiss away. These are the frustrations of going up against such a strong Reyna player. Trying to find a punish in such a narrow window of opportunity that you get.
Your fault.
Oh.
Mary still able to
Gave him
find
a way
one
back
spike
in.
Lear into the face. Jing going to be taken down. Op now trying to guide them forward. Crystal will swap out for the drone. Peeking in towards the
Damn.
site. Tara is situated here. Does get ping revealed.
Good luck
Big
on site.
snappy TP.
Something's gonna have
Still
to be a
out for safety,
savior.
but just 6 health remaining. Still so dangerous here for the Omen.
I think Tara has to smoke. Okay, she did smoke.
30 seconds left.
Something once again watching in towards tree. Lexi waiting on a late split, ready to go on this flank as the rotations come in to try to intercept Cosmic Divide.
Whoa, what a hero kill, by the way.
Down into it. Terra falling.
10
Crystal
seconds
around the corner
Oof,
time.
what is
Ticking, but
that,
Crystal just
dude?
swings out and wins that. Flank can now come through.
What's up?
Had he died,
What's our
he may have just
ping
been
to
around
enable
enough
us
for
to do
Sega's going to
that?
be caught just trying to honk walk his way out of the wall. Through it, I should say. Kohaibi now, once again, asked to pull off a clutch of epic proportions here for the squad.
very nice from
Crystal is
Crystal.
not going to allow
Dude, he
for it.
always has some like mad
The
rounds.
three-piece, the off
Every
gonna
single
be
map.
scooped up, carried over
Last
into this
round
final
in
round of
the
the
half.
attacking side. As PRX will once again look to try to give us a 6-6 scoreline here at the half.
Could convert onto that cosmic divide to really stop any of the waterfall from heaven. And of course, can't forget about Inari having a beautiful headshot with the knives as well as the opener. Despite losing one
Crystal
member,
gets an orb,
which
he
was
gets
Kelly
all.
S earlier on.
Same with Forsaken.
But let's see, could be another 6-6. It's a buy round again. Operator in the hands of Inari. Still could be Paper X 6-6.
Globals up don't be feeling damn good if they can get this into a 7-5 position. Once again, just Alexi trying to poke and prod here. Turret set up for contact off the market push. Nary clears that here with the op.
Such an important kill.
Around the corner.
Yeah,
Oh, but the
that's
swing
all.
in the timing. It's just a bit too off.
Can now get over towards spawn. Closes the
Now
door.
found. Jing still lingering forward here.
Dudes. Get
Come
that
down, and
opening
Spike is
kill
getting ready to drift right
and get
into
Silver
his
ult,
sights.
and they've got a bait over towards A main. I
Terrence
think the
hanging
timeout
over
that Paper X
tucked
did
away
was
here onto
actually pretty
something.
good.
There are an immense amount of layers here to this defense of the A side from Paper X. Poppy going to be noted here. Couple shots through. Ping's coming
Oh,
down.
well, these
but do
two
they
are
get the
actually
read
just dead.
on the judge? Jing sat back. The swing forward. Kelly, yes. Way too snappy. He's able to
What?
find that elimination. Poppy, however, going to be taken down. Terra caught.
30 seconds
Something
left.
out into the open. Gunned down, and now suddenly advantage here to the side of Global
Last
Zipto.
player
As the rotation
standing.
start coming through, and an area situated with the operator. Goes for the repeat. Tries to get the flick. Won't be able to make it
I don't
happen.
even get how though.
Forsaken,
It should
though.
be a. It should be a.
A 1v2
2K all
time
day.
working against some noise made. Recon up and over, just lands here in the center of the site. Plenty of places to go ahead and tuck away. Breaks the door. Dodges out the shots. Bounces back around. Fancy footwork here from him. There's a
Ooh.
recon. The swing though from
Nicely done
Kelly
from
S is going to
G.
be
Dude,
solid.
lost
and that's
pistol,
gonna be
got
Global
7
Zipto getting
rounds. It's
themselves a
impressive.
2-round advantage here on Ascent.
Pattern broken. Not a 6-6 end anymore versus Pearl and as well as Bind. And Global Zipto will be definitely happy about that one, especially that the pistol rounds have not been going in their favor, so they'll definitely need all the leads that they could get. But of course, that's the first half. Let's take a break first before we go to the second.
I said it was a 2K. I mean, yeah, it should be 2 kills there. But it's a fast shot. Fast shot and fell asleep a little bit, I guess. Something made this round, this map a little doable. It's still very doable, but. Bro's asking me for the top 3 harbors of all time. I don't even know who's on that list, man. I'll be honest. I haven't paid enough attention to harbors. Top 3 harbors. What the hell? Will GE play their elevated intro comp? No, the comp gets counted by
and
1 KO
now,
knife.
Going to the second half here of this map.
I found that
Zipto
so
in a good
funny, man.
spot, up by
The
2.
whole intro video, I was just watching
Looking
Pinkham.
to try to get
1
themselves
KO knife, you're done for here.
victory.
You
Their
could.
selection here of Ascent to elongate the series over to
Jaws.
Split.
Thank you so much, Jaws. Appreciate the
Paper
tier
X,
1.
they can run
Thank
this
you for the
back,
20.
bring this
Try that again. Thank you for the
grand
26
finals to
months.
a
Thank you, Jaws.
conclusion in 3-0
Appreciate
fashion,
you.
something inching its way forward.
Top 3 sages. Wait, do you just want me to say Ardis? Like, what's going on
Line of
there?
sight over just yet. It's got that ghost in hand. It's been so very deadly with it. And there you go. And there he swings out. Ends up getting taken down. But meanwhile, you're on the A side. Hell yes, able to find a crossfire setup.
Not sure you guys can actually
On the
send this out
entry,
here.
slowing things up here for
Kind of
Paper
gotta
X.
wait for something.
Now scrambling just a bit.
Repositions. Something now through tree. Kelly, yes.
Ooh, it's bold, but it might have won you the round.
Bold move, but yeah, get something
Yeah, it
in
really
line.
was.
Paper X
The
are gonna
payoff
be
was
risking this
giant
one at
here.
all. No eyes, no attention paid towards here at the moment. There's the opener, swing out, kill gonna be
Ooh,
found.
could have been
Push
better.
forward, Kohai be able to flush him out,
Should
but
still
something
be
gonna dealt
okay,
with at the
right?
same time as
2v3
Alexi's able to find the
crossfire.
kill over a tree. Crystal now wrapping his way around, up through short, quickly storming his way across. Spike again going to be stranded. Kohlheide going to be noted.
Hey, they get a pistol.
Cannot find the others.
4-2 for the pistols.
Zipto off to a roaring start, win the
4-2,
pistol.
1-1 on the map.
3, their biggest lead, it feels like, potentially, of this entire series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it has been constantly. PRX, especially during the second half, especially during the pistols. They've always been victorious in the end. But Global Zipto, that was a risky, high-risk, high-reward play coming from the side of KLES, and it paid off and caused so much chaos on
PRX
on
no
main.
plant, so they can't even go for a
And
force
Global
if they
Zipto will
wanted
be happy
to.
about that. There is that phantom on the hands of KLES.
Turret here for now. Couple stray sheriff shots, trying to see any kind of random hit that they can get. Shock dart though.
Yeah, it's a nice shock
dart.
dart.
Down to 55. As swing confirms the outlaw. Both shots going to be going wide, but it's even more damage as
Kinda
Forsaken
fast.
tries to get set up on the angle. But the shot's just not quite going to be there. Gets picked apart.
Oh, have to clear this barrier mesh. Let's see if KLES and try to push this one out as an area takes so much space.
Funny run gives them
Whoa.
a window. The chase forward and Jing nicely able to
That
pursue.
was sick.
Clearly attending sessions there at the Church of Something. Finds the value off the shorty. We're now shot a
Oh,
and Alexi
nice timing.
position is
That was
red.
good.
A nice leer
Look at this
forward
coordination.
there, able to go ahead and collect the kill, scoops up the Bulldog. Plant now coming in. This PRX look to pull off a thrifty victory here.
High possibility.
Poppy and Crystal. If anybody could make it happen, it would be these two. Footsteps heard. They know that they're both approaching here from heaven, but Kohlheide looks to bring this one to an end. The headshot connecting. Poppy dead. The drop down from Crystal.
did
can
really
find
nice,
additional
man.
value.
Something did great
What
here.
a turnaround here for the side of PRX.
Did that
Dropping the
duel over
pistol,
towards
winning
B
out
main
in
was
the
awesome
eco.
as well from Jing.
They now completely swing the economy against Global Zipto.
And yeah, we talked about how important of a lead that was for Global Zipto. Constantly the pistol rounds going towards PRX's favor, but you really can't count them out, especially once they're able to carry some hero rifles on the board, especially on Something. I think it all fell apart. Ones that, tree player fell. KLES lost to Something
Got
in
4
that big
people starting here
1v1,
already.
and then
Wait, this is
opened
gonna get
up
nuts. We might have the
constantly-
Gravnet's gonna hit everyone.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, they're all perma crouched, and he goes to spam.
Crystal spraying away with
Oh
the
god,
Ares.
and it's like, do you
Looks to just turn the tides once again.
give him the
No
sound
one
cue
finding
that
any
you're
stability
removing it?
whatsoever.
Oh my god,
Jing
this is
pushing
actually a
forward,
sick
able to
eco
find one, but then
strat.
Poppy shuts it down with a classic in hand. Something at 24 HP desperately needs a killer
Wait,
assist
this
to
was
try to get
awesome.
the devour through.
And they pull back.
What a turn of events. This is such a monstrous swing.
Fighting back with their own eco.
Do they always just go
And now
beyond
they
eco or something?
play
This
through
is
time
like
here. They
kind
do
of a
have
big
lot of
investment
60
for
seconds
it.
on the clock.
Player standing.
Damn, this was a nice round.
Now Justin Tara, the Bulldog, the desperation setting in. TP over to the side. They start coming forward. Ares cleared out. Surely she can make it happen.
Got a
so
little
very
bit close. Yeah, nice
In the end,
round,
it will
dude.
be an actual
The
thrifty
Gravnet
lock
into the
in.
spam
It's
is
economies
deadly,
on
and then
both
as soon as you
sides.
hear them try and take it out,
It's
you know they're like within the
topsy-turvy.
right area. Especially the
Global
Gravnet goes deep enough,
answer
like they're just
back
only in
in
the spots.
such a huge way.
That was
And
awesome.
Mary.
And then you got the recon as well. And obviously they're trying to all take the
Concept first
Gravnet
blood
out
just
of them,
being,
so they can't shoot the recon in time.
very helpful when it comes to these opening rounds. And Global Zipto,
I liked it. This is a really good eco
Man,
strat. They have some
they
good eco
are just
strats.
exchanging, able to take it
Honestly,
back at
GE
least
just in
after
general
that
have some
loss
like pretty nice strats.
earlier. Let's see
They've
now.
definitely been
Cosmic
using,
Divide
like, a couple
activated.
of
We
ones that
know
they
how
use in their
cleanly
team.
they can play this alongside Poppy.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Just to try to hold them back. Bullets running thin though.
So we forced by into it. We've got Astra ult, so pretty much everyone has to play over towards
Spike
Saint.
planted. Very important round here.
You're
for
so
both
dead,
teams.
something. It's really...
Crystal.
Oh god, guys.
Starting things off,
We
able to
keep
find
crossing
one
to an
for
area
Sagan,
that can
trying to
get
bounce
spammed.
forward. Now needs to go ahead and relocate. Drones passing like ships in the night. There's an area dazed up here on Heaven. That's covering fire. Tailwind about to expire. Poppy swinging out, finding one. Forsaken going to be taken down. Jing
Nice shot.
trying to hold here at
Nice
hell.
shots.
Cannot. Just the 1-2
they handled this very,
Koibi.
very well.
Nowhere else to go. Flawlessly done.
Yeah, they messed up a
Global
little
Zipto
bit
now.
here in the Odin going
Gonna
here,
start
but
a
also I
massive
feel like the
bankroll
Astra
here as they
ult makes you kind
carry
of sit on
forward
site.
this Odin
And the
this
Odin
off
is just gets
to get themselves
free
up
like
to
15
10 round
seconds to try
wins in
spam and get
flawless
kills.
That's true. On top of the ult economy as well, they didn't need to invest
I
any.
kind of like the
all.
Odin retake over
And
towards
again,
A
that
when you have
Odin
Astra ult.
was such a big deal onto Switch. Nowhere felt safe for post-plant position on the side of PRX. They couldn't really hide as much with the scans that Crystal was doing. And eventually they all fell like dominoes. We'll see now PRX. A bit of an awkward buy here with the judge for Forsaken. And a couple of not so strong shields on the side of PRX. We'll have to see how they do as they've been trading blows of ecos on their end.
Take flight.
Yeah, they go for their own EG strat as well.
Yep, just further looking to utilize these weapons. And something who sat there.
Oh,
Still not
boy.
necessarily safe,
Not
but
sure
okay,
about that
nice
one.
timing. Crystal thinking that the coast is clear. Takes him down. Smoke about to dissipate. Lear
Oh
forward.
boy, did he
The
dinked
timing
him
shot
as
in
well
area. Eats
insta.
an immense
Oh
amount of
my
damage through the
goodness.
corner as something starts
The
going
aim is
absolutely
outrageous
crazy.
there.
3 kills picked up. Dismisses forward in towards Market. Jing on the opposite side with the knives drawn. Finding one. Looking for the last. Right click going to be going wide, but Poppy's unable to confirm that kill. Ends up backing away as Jing scoops up the Odin and starts spraying it forward into the window. Poppy now with everything
Holy, this was
left
a
to
nice
do
round from
and
them.
make it
I mean,
happen.
I say
Flawless
them,
in
something's just
return.
absolutely under.
Here's PRX.
Crystal kind of messed up,
Bring the
but
gap back down to 3 rounds.
Crazy stuff. It was a bit of a broken buy earlier, and now PRX is back again, building their economy once more, and something these important first bloods, and as well as taking
Dude, that
away
dink
the
through the wall
operator
there
player
is-
in Mary Falls with a follow-up kill from Market, and it was just something taking full control of mid, building up to the Empress once more, fully loaded out, and a stack onto A.
if GE lose
could
this,
be deadly.
we get a very close map.
But who is the
If they win
question
this, they're
indeed?
pretty much fine.
Yeah, that is indeed the question. With every single round that passes, we are no closer to knowing who is going to be taking this map, who's going to be taking the series. It's still very much up in the air. Annihilation out early here from Kelly S. Not going to be finding anyone there. Koibi.
It's a really important pick over towards B.
Forward into B main. Great headshot and great advantage to be found off the rip. Now that draws out double push pressure.
Oh my.
Oh, the swing, looking for the
Well.
timing. Can't quite find it though. Gets able to tuck back around the corner, and Koibi
You guys
does
gotta
fall
go right
1 for
now.
1 in the end there. This drone to try to check forward. Dart goes right in between the players lurking within the smoke. Shots
Dude,
now opened up
something's been
something,
on
however,
realm,
leading the
fair play.
charge.
Something's the only reason they're still in this map again.
Up into the air, cleared out quickly. Door shot, some spray across. Terra committing to the plant, gets it down just in front of Jen. Forsaken, pushing forward, catches Kelly S unawares over a tree.
The Reign of value.
Clearly now here in the
They are
hands
getting a lot of value off of the
PRX as they double
flash.
stack up. Wide swing in from something. Looking to break the aim. Takes down Crystal. And now the gap is just 2 rounds.
Oh my
Economy
word!
once again here for Global. Now in shambles.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
they got
thought
an
it was
eco.
go
It's gonna get
towards
close.
Global Zipto's way, as they did have the numbers advantage at one point, especially coming from the side of, Global. But PRX, every single time they take control of the site, they've managed to plant the spike. Their post plant is just so aggressive, not giving any sort of
Show you
rotations
another
or
eco
chance
strat.
to breathe for the side of Global Zipto.
It definitely PRX like to go B with their
These 50
ecos.
rounds,
We
these
see
low
we saw
buys,
a
that has been
pure
where
hard
both teams
like.
have found some success.
I'm not
to see if
saying
that can be the case
anti,
once again
but
here for Global Zipto.
at least a setup that made a lot of sense for if they
Full
go
sheriff's
heavy
aside
over
from
towards
Poppy, does
B,
just have
and
that
then
classic
we have
in
a
hand.
full pass and insta stack over towards B
Stacked
as
up on
well.
B
PRX must
very
always MB
heavily.
on their
Right now,
ecos.
PRX are drifting away from the A site. They're gonna just end up treading right into this potential trap.
4 people.
Question is, how
It's
good is
actually
the spring
doable.
here from Global?
That's indeed a question. There's one looking at CT. That's going to be Kelly S. They saw the barrier mesh, thought that the deadlock setup was going to be there, but surprise. There's the rotation.
Trip spotted. Nothing else really going to be noted here.
No escape.
Net at the ready. Lobbed in. Push around the back. Nothing else really spotted here.
Look at
One
the
note
damage.
over at
Here we
Boats,
go.
the push forward. Gets the glimpse there. Jing able to find one. Crystal Poppy with one
This is
apiece.
a nice trade over towards spawn.
Gives
Someone's watching it the whole time.
Lexi some kind of window in. Maybe if they can
I
isolate
mean, G
Tara,
gambled
find
right.
that kill.
You got to give him
They're
that.
on the site. The rest of the players just scattered. Kohibi ready on the angle. The run back continues as PRX now just one away from tying it up.
Yeah, the pattern has been broken. No thrifty rounds anymore. Global Zipto, they had the right idea. They had the right stack. Now we're heading on over towards this timeout as they have been sitting on the double digits for a bit of time. And, you know, the tension, the energy is a bit different
They
now.
got benched.
It's a little bit extra intense.
Oh, chat.
They want to
What do you
extend the
guys like?
series. They want to
Okay,
take
let me,
this to the next map. Or else,
Did we
well,
upload the last
PRX
VODs?
will be the spotlight champions here.
30 more seconds to assess and try to regain the lead. But this is where PRX are at their deadliest, when they're running it back, when they're going on these monstrous streaks. That pressure clearly getting to Global Zipto with every single round dropped. Money coming back through. Team needs to have a very concise strategy going into this one to try to slow them down. Otherwise, getting tied up, it's not going to be a good feeling at all.
Nope.
The music, yeah,
Especially
I didn't
how
mind
they've
it too
managed
much.
to build up these
Out of all the
economies. They
music we
haven't
had
really
this year, that
exactly
one was
seen
alright.
the right opportune moment to get the cosmic divide. It does feel like they are already running out of numbers every single time they want to
We
try
got,
and play a retake. It's just that
I mean, we
something
pretty much got the same odds
will
in
keep
terms of the
constantly
amount.
push you, which doesn't give you a lot of space to work with.
Slow and quiet start here. PRX leaving everybody tucked back, uncertain what awaits them
Damn,
on
we
the opposite
drone
side.
up,
What
we
the game plan's gonna
follow,
be
we
here for
got
Global.
2 pass and fake, a
Something
B,
now, though, looks
right?
up the pace, pushes forward.
Might
Clears
work
out.
alright here.
Did
Something's
indeed
creating a
tilt
lot
over
of
towards
pressure.
that
They're going to
site.
see the wall.
Whatever he can find.
Dude, something...
Now,
Sorry.
four players
Forsaken
pushed
has
up,
to do a
breaking
lot
down
here.
this barrier mesh. Hunter's Fury
Oh my
hauled
God.
in, now matched on the opposite side as we just go ahead and get trading beams coming through. Couple tags though onto the players of PRX. It looks like Terra and
Whoa.
Kohibi both have been hit. And they're desperately
What a weird
trying to
round.
get some stability there with the operator. Actually, it's going to be flushed out. Jing finds the kill. Swing back out though.
Damn,
Yes,
Jing's
able
a
to find
guard on
Terra,
this round.
finish him
Look
off,
at him
and now
go.
Jing
I
comes away
love
with a
this
third
little double bait
elimination,
in
and
heaven, by the way, as
Crystal
well.
is
That
suddenly
was
the last
nice.
one standing. Everything
Pretty
on
cool.
his shoulders once
They kind
again.
of cooked
This
on the
time
timeout
cannot
as well, to be
deliver.
fair to them. A nice little
Atlas
strat
crumbles
with the
as
Sova ult
10
as
to
well.
10, PRX tie things up.
Drone, fake
Once
smoke,
again, break down the economy a
great
bit.
pressure, make sure they don't have anything in terms of a
Potential here from
camera
the side of
spotting over
Global, but
towards
It's
middle.
not going to be anything cozy.
And then the
Oh, yeah,
Sova goes
not at
all
all.
the way back over
PRX
towards A main and
comes
just
sprawling
ults.
across the
As
entirety
everyone
of
sends it
A.
through heaven.
Even
That's
though
nice.
the setups were there, both the Cypher
Makes a lot of sense with the
and the
deadlock as well. Like, as soon as you
it was
see this
just
wall
not
over
enough
towards
to
short, you
stop
kind
the
of know you've
onslaught
owned
of
it. There's only
PRX.
2 people
And
sight.
they practically conquered that entirety. There's not a lot of space to work with. Let's see now. Again, Thrifties may be a trade, but looking at the ultimates from PRX, there's just a lot to work with to just secure this round.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Catching a glimpse there of a couple of players.
Dude,
Back landing right here in front of Kilias is Jingo.
stun onto the
Ended up
dash
getting
looks
caught
so
and
mental.
thrown out.
He barely moved.
Didn't lock anyone else further in place. Kilias recovers a weapon. Vandal now in hand.
Okay,
Bounces
they
back
gifted
over
him a
towards
free
Tree.
gun.
He's in around the corner. The swing out.
Recovery.
There swings right into Kohibi's welcome
Okay,
arm.
nice shock off
As the trip
the
gets cleared and shotgun
mini-map.
Forsaken flushes out Alexi. Door now shut.
It's very...
despite being
Dude,
planted.
Forsaken is so impressive as a flex.
Lockdown also available.
He's just great.
Given the buys. That'll likely be held going into the next round here. Unless things truly start getting desperate. But right for now, it seems like PRX in a very good spot. Something lingering back over towards Wine, watching, waiting here for the approach of Crystal. As the dart goes over the top and something finds the kill. As it heals through. Nano to hold him back. Poppy going to be taken down there as Kohibi's able to find it.
Something really wanted
it
to
is
duel
just-
there. Holy.
Concise, decisive here from PRX. Once again, continuing to not allow a way back in for Global.
Just,
5 rounds in a row.
Yeah, it's PRX. Despite losing Jing early because of the traps, it just
They got pretty good ults.
sort of opened up
Dude,
the
look at the
entire
mini
map
map. Have they owned it so
for
badly?
them to trigger the entire site, and that is PRX. Don't have to worry about it too much anymore.
Alexi's late.
And now
No
it's
trips
still
down.
have surplus of ult. So you see the knives now activated by Jing.
No real need to pop him here, but yeah.
Just did a trip
Quick
now.
little
They might have
backup
had
in
it.
case he runs out of bullets, perhaps.
You should run.
Sean starts to try to clear out the forward util here. Jing goes up and over the top. The lockdown now in
They have
play.
Astra ult for retake. It
Shot
doesn't
down
help
from
you
Market.
too much on B.
Still
Like,
for the ping
normally
reveal
people
here,
would just
trying
do
to
it
spot out anything that he can,
like
but
that.
it gets cleared out. Spike now being planted by Tara.
Gotta keep an eye on the Reyna luck. I mean, the Reyna luck's dead, right?
There's
Oh no,
something
how'd the drop down?
Holding here in mid. Poppy just around the corner. I mean, something with the read. It's pretty spot on. Cosmic Divide now going to be coming through. Poppy sprinting across. Something looking for the swing timing.
kill.
Catches him in the back of the head in the meantime. Jing able to put the knives through. Finding Inari. Revealed the tuck back from Alexi, but still out into the open. Kaibi is an easy enough kill. Takes him down. Kelly's and Crystal now.
Yeah, they gotta save 2 chances for
Two
PRX.
callers, the 2 captains to try to make something happen, but it looks like the save is what's going to have to happen. They know that they cannot win this round. They have to allow
No
for
money.
PRX to get themselves up
2-9
to
loss
12.
bonus.
Because it will do a little bit of
Yeah.
additional damage.
Not great. I
Finding
mean,
a
this
kill here.
this is
Out
the
in
only one
mid,
that
but
can't buy,
ultimately
really.
That spike goes off, and now Global, if they want to hang in this series, if they want to take this over to split, they're going to have to do it through overtime.
Oh yeah, and the fact
This
that they
is your luck in
invested
Reyna
the
and ranked.
Cosmic
I mean,
Divide as well.
the Reyna at least helped him
Something
get over towards side,
had
though.
the biggest lurk,
Right, showed pressure over
very,
towards B
very
main, took a
patient,
lot of first contact, then
and
flashed
really
out, and then
just
insta went for luck.
disconnected the value off
you
of
won't
that
get that
big
in
Cosmic
ranked.
Divide that Poppy
You'll
really
get the
wanted to
insta
hold
luck
on
at the
to
beginning of the round.
on the second half. And now Global Zipto, just as you said, they
24 to
gotta
12.
hold on here. They gotta get value
And
off
let
of these
him do what he
annihilations.
wants to do, I
Gotta
feel
face
like.
something. It might
monster.
be a big fight here on B main.
Jing goes on the swing. Matched here by Kohibi, and immediately
Yeah, that's
both
Spike.
get taken down. Drone forward will confirm that the spike is actually on the floor. And this is a very rough start now here for the side of PRX. Tucked back around the corner. Annihilation sought.
Well,
There's the
that'll do
grab.
it.
Pulled to his demise here is something no one anywhere nearby enough to try to protect him. Second fights back a little bit, finding the kill here onto Crystals, grabbing up this spike.
They
Both
left the
players
spike pretty heavy.
dangerously split apart. Tara does have the ult available.
Oh boy,
As
dude,
Forsaken,
imagine it.
ADS
Kind of
is in,
doable.
finds the
Recon.
headshot there onto
We have
Poppy.
no idea what the
Drops down now
omen
into the
is.
site, the TP to join in.
Okay, well,
Reinforcing here at both.
becomes more obvious now.
2v3.
Omen,
PRX.
Flash, and Recon.
Establish their Alamo. Trying to see if they can fend off the forces getting ready to rush them down.
And doors down, and they're all gonna go spawn. Oh boy. What's the timing like on the Flash?
Nothing found there.
the Flash
Paranoia
Recon.
at the ready. Ascent ends up going wide,
no.
connecting
I mean,
on the no one.
they did a
Recon
good
quickly
timing. It
cleared
just
out.
didn't hit anyone.
Split left and right. Shots coming through. Tara able to find the first
Ah, it's a
Forsaken.
devastating way
Gets
to
the
lose.
last
Shout out to
two.
Forsaken.
And then with the 4K,
Okay,
we'll bring
they get it.
to
20K,
a
not bad.
conclusion. A solid enough effort there at the end from Global Zipto to try to run this back, to
Money,
try to
money,
get us
money.
to that overtime. But unfortunately, just not enough. PRX, they are our Spotlight Series champions here in Pacific. Taking down the opposition,
something
getting
really
revenge
kept them
over
alive in this
Global
map.
Zipto.
And that's definitely the best feeling, you know, after that day one. They're able to
Dude, we
get
never
that
got
upward
chat.
trajectory.
We got all
having to
2-0s
get
into a
their
3-0
own 2-0s
final.
as well, leading up to the grand finals. And
We never had a
everybody
close game.
Just had their
We had
big
close
moments
maps, but
over here this entire series. You know, at the very end, you've got, I mean, on Pearl, you've gotten what, Kohibi with the massive clutch to turn the tides of the scoreboard, and then you see at the very end, yeah, Tara and Forsaken
Pannap, thank you so
having
much.
that big
Thank you. I
duo-ship
appreciate that.
to guard
Pannap with
stairs,
the
to guard
5
lane.
gift
They
is
held,
chatting
they
know what
both
to do. Get
held
the
their own.
Oilers going. This
and
time
were
I can
able
see
to
this
shut
one.
it down
Thank
and
you so
deny a
much.
potential overtime against
I
Louisville
appreciate the
Zipto.
5 gifted. Thank you, thank you. If anyone got gifted, make sure you at and say thank
What
you.
an unreal
Anna.
battle here, but PRX, they had fun. They got their
Yeah.
revenge. They got everything that they wanted out of this
Appreciate you
series
doing the
here,
5. Thank you so much for that.
as well as some fantastic highlight moments.
Something had a
from
crazy series?
everyone.
He really
I
did,
mean,
yeah.
That
He really,
near
really
clutch
did.
from Tara out in mid. The clutch from Kohabi earlier on Pearl. Just with some fantastic decision making. And then for
How did G
Sagan,
look? Dude, if I'm a
mowing him
G
down,
fan, I'm
helping keep
relatively
the team
excited
in.
for next year, to be
2v4
honest.
at the
I
end
felt
to
like
bring the series
some of the
to a
strats looked really
conclusion.
good. And they did
match
show a little bit, but not
absolutely
enough
had it all.
that like
Bind
teams
was
will
one of
look
the
into it too
craziest
much, so
yeah.
that's
we've
good.
seen as well.
And then
But
individually,
this whole way throughout, nothing
everyone's
but
looking good.
entertaining.
And honestly,
And,
from
you know, given
how
that the
people are
players wanna
hyping
have
up the
fun,
other
given
two,
that we have the
you
audience
would argue these
watching
are
this,
like the
I
three
think that this
that
tournament was everything
aren't
that it
the
could
most
have
hype in
and
terms
should
of
have been.
fragging ability.
Oh yeah,
So
it was an incredible watch since day one.
know.
Had a lot of crazy moments, crazy clips, highlights, and a lot of these players were able to show
Jojo,
show
thank
what
you as
they've
well.
got
Thank
over
you,
here
thank you.
At the
Crystal
Spotlight
frags
series
pretty
over
heavy.
here in
Yeah, but
Pacific.
Udatan definitely frags
But yeah,
like a
looking at the
lot,
stats, PRX.
Like
they
Udatan's probably the
really,
best
really
player, I
started
would
a
say,
lot of
from
these
what I've
early
seen.
fights, especially
So
from
you got
mid
that
and
going.
catwalk to tree.
And I don't know enough about
Basically
Patrick,
opened,
even though he hasn't got his
the
V's
map
yet.
wide open.
That's
so,
all I know about
yeah,
him.
I really enjoyed every
Jojo,
step
again,
of the way
thank you
here.
so much. Thank you, chat.
This was just
We got
so very
10 gifted
entertaining.
as well on
The-
top of
I
the
think
5
only
gifted.
regret is
Make
that
sure
this
you
doesn't
at
end up
Jojo say
going
thank
to that
you.
5 where they
Appreciate you
felt
doing the
like
10
they
gifted,
deserved
30
to,
altogether.
like, really
Dude, look at
should
some of the
have.
score. It's crazy.
But PRX, they were just on a warpath here. to
Bejo
get
as well with the
revenge,
prime during that as well.
rematch,
Thank you for the 10 months.
Debuff for the
Nope.
the
Thank you for the
winning
2
team,
months
previous
even.
winning team,
Thank you.
Seems to continue to
Jojo, I
show
appreciate you
its
doing the
head,
10 gifted.
but
Thank
to
you
do
very much for
something.
that.
I mean, this was
The rain
a
is smart.
little bit of
Yeah.
a slower
Darren's
start
playing
for him on
kickoff,
the
yes.
arena,
But I still think they
but
might be alright.
I think it was maybe around the halfway point of the game. I looked at the scoreboard. Something had about 20-something.
Chat, this is our last stream for the year. Last stream for the year. I'm probably not going to stream until
something kills a couple people,
China
then the rounds
starts
win, and if
on
he
the
doesn't,
11th.
then it's just a wash. That was
I'm
kind
pretty
of
sure.
the
I'm
game state.
just going to take time
It's
off.
just
First of all, my throat's
back-to-back
wrecked.
incredible
So I need to sort that
from
out.
Something from that fade
then
here into the arena. Just
The
somebody
season's
that
going to be
continues
crazy.
to show, like,
So
yep, I'm still insanely cracked.
taking some
Need to
time
be
off.
here.
It should be
Best of
nice.
luck to everybody who
Christmas
has to play
time, New
against this
Year's
guy
should
in
be
2025.
pretty good.
Oh,
Luria
yeah.
with the
Exactly. I
tier
mean,
1. Thank you for the
whatever
13 months
weapon
as well.
he's
Happy
even
holidays, you
using,
too,
the
dude.
ghost
Thank you for
earlier
that.
as well, despite
Whoa.
winning the pistol, still sticking
Okay,
to
I
that
see.
ghost,
Chat,
getting
I
that
see that
4K
one.
against
Chat,
what
I can't not see
Spectre,
that
it's
one.
just-
Isaac with the full
It's
T.
just something. You know he's gonna
The
pull off
top
some
number 1
crazy stuff
gifter
in a tournament.
making a big
pretty
big
much.
statement
Always
with
good
the
for a
40 and the
couple
10
highlight
earlier.
packages
Thank
here
you
and
so
there.
much.
He had
Chat, you know what to
many
do. Get the
throughout this one. I mean, aces as
holy
well
hell,
in
bro.
the mix.
Get the slug Oilers going.
Hey, but, you know,
40.
it is what it is. But anyway, I
Okay,
think we have a
nuts.
special
All
guest
together
for
as well,
today,
for people that are new.
I don't believe that
Isaac
we're
is
talking to one of the
gifted.
players. We are in fact talking to Coach Alex
Isaac is
himself.
gifted
No, it's not. It's JD Vega hiding
1,450
behind Alex's face.
altogether.
Hello, my
Thank you
friend.
so much, Isaac, for the
Congratulations,
40 right now,
Are you gonna
50
do this
today.
whole, okay, commit to it. That's great.
I appreciate you, Isaac. Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, he's not-
all right, never mind.
Okay,
I thought I was
okay.
gonna
Anyone
test
that
your
got gifted, make sure you
acting chops
at
and your
Isaac say
Alex
thank you.
impersonation.
Appreciate all the support,
But,
dude. You're crazy.
Congratulations for
You're really
becoming
crazy,
the
man.
champions
Thank you
of
so
our
much.
First ever Spotlight series here in Pacific.
Let's go.
How was it for you? Because you're stepping
Isaac, I'll reach
into
out to
this,
you.
this coaching
Reach
role.
out to you at one point as
How
well.
much coaching would you
With,
say that you've done, and
match
what was it
update.
like coaching this a mixed gender team?
Well, I was going to go for the record of best 5 in pauses, but they seem to be struggling like on Ascent. I wanted to do a 5 match, no pause. That was my goal, but I took a pause. And I think from the initial game that we played together, the girls were a little bit still playing their old kind of style. We told them just be comfortable and just do some peaks. We know you guys have the girls have the skills. Just do it. We'll support you. And today we brought our A game. The girls were super sharp. Something was doing his thing. Taken was being a piece of a collar, and Jing did his thing too.
Yeah, looks like it all came together incredibly well. I like that note of just being like, okay,
We gotta
you're
pull
playing
that
your old
mic
style.
closer, or
Let's
it's
loosen
maybe
up a little
the
bit. Peak a little bit
webcam one.
more. Go crazy with it. And it seems like they fell into that play style alongside the guys really easily.
Yeah, it was very. Oh, sorry. Please continue.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Because I was just a little curious, because, it was a bit of a rough start, right? Day one.
You,
and you already
for the
shared
gifted.
with us
Appreciate that.
major differences. I'm a little curious about how the timeouts went when it was, initialized. Like, how would the conversations go? What would you usually, tell the team?
I'll just try to see the tendencies. I think I only took the time for the game, actually. I didn't type out in Zeta and PRX. So for G, kind of giving them tips on what G was doing. G was doing something quite repetitive. So I just gave it my input and see how it went.
What from the team's perspective coming into this event now winning it? I mean, what would you say is kind of the takeaway on just the Spotlight Series as an event? Like, how was this event for you guys? Was it awesome? Because I think for us casting it and for people watching, they've just been eating this up because it's super sick to see. But how was it from like the team perspective?
I think it went well, this tournament. It showed that Game Changers players are more than capable than the guys. In fact, I think the girls sync well with our team. Because our team might be a little bit more experienced, all the international events. But the girls sync really well with us. In fact, they had synergy, right? So I'm actually they played really well.
Yeah, they did
Divine
fantastic.
Going to have to be a little bit concerned about their jobs, given that the season hasn't started yet. So,
Tara with the lineup.
yeah, got the lineups going through. So, you never know. Maybe there could be some changes there in the front, before the season starts. But anything that you want to say to the fans here, at the end of this tournament, in advance of 2025 kicking off, etc.
Well, for the fans watching this tournament, I hope you enjoyed yourself. We, started off PRX not so hot style, and then we ended it in style. So I know you're used to it. But anyway, I hope this win and also the win we had recently in Chengdu will pump up the fans for this season. And we're ready to go. We're ready to go for 2025. Hope to see you all there.
All right, perfect.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I got
they'll
about
be waiting.
20%
I
of this.
think the fans been doing all right. Been eating pretty well here in the off
I got literally 20% max of that.
Try to tide them over here. So that's sick. Well, thank you, Jenny Figure, for joining us. Congratulations to you guys.
20% more
on
than
the
deserved,
win.
and that's
I'm
actually
sure
true.
Alex
That
now
is
that
true.
you guys got the prize money, he's going to swoop in and say that he gets a cut of it or something like that when he gets back from his ski trip. So make sure you keep your purse tight.
Isaac, thank you so much as well. Thank you.
But,
thank you so much for the tier 1 27 months on top of the 50 gifted from today. Thank you so much, Isaac. Hope you have a good Christmas and New Year's as well, bro.
Wrapped up.
I appreciate your support this year. It's been wild.
Champions, PRX, walking away with it. Riku,
Thank God I turned it down.
That one was incredible. I've managed to see a lot of very amazing moments.
Could you
from a lot
imagine?
of
It was on
Game Changers
80%.
players as well. It has been a fantastic watch seeing this mixed gender roster come into fruition, and I'm just so excited to see a lot of these players come into 2025. Achilleos.
I honestly missed the main bit. It was my bad. Okay, chat. Give me someone to rate for the last time of this year. Ashley Peach, thank you so much for the 14 months. Thank you. Have a good Christmas also. Yeah, chat. Everyone have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year's.
In Pacific and at the very start of 2025, but then we're getting into it. Kickoff.
Karagi, yeah, we'll do Karagi. We can keep it in liquid. Makes a lot of sense. Do our artist. We rated artist the other day.
Thank you so much for being here alongside me. An absolute pleasure to work with you for the very first time, and hopefully not the last time. A shout out to Quack.
It's 2 eyes, right?
Opened up the show
yeah,
for us on day 1, and to the production staff.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Thanks for everything this year as well, chat. It's been a fun year. It's been a crazy off season as well, so it's gonna be nice to get a little bit of time off. I will see you all in January. For the first game we're gonna be doing is China, okay? So that'll be on the 11th.
I'm rambling on.
But yeah, we'll
see you guys next time.
Well, we'll try and catch as many games as possible. Same as we were trying to do this year, basically. All right, have a good rest of the year. Have a good Christmas for those that celebrate it, and have good New Year's as well. Chat, shout out to all the mods as well. Thank you so much for all the help this year. Shout out to the mods. Again, crazy year, chat. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support. Shout out to all the lurkers as well. The music's sending it. Oh, they're really going for it. All right. Appreciate you all. Peace, everyone. Peace. See you in a little bit, all right? YouTube chat as well. Thank you so much as well, guys. Thank you. Peace, everyone. See you all soon, chat. See you all soon.